The alligator gets your ass first.
Oh, trust me. I know the Gators.
Oh man.
That's
Alrighty.
that's where I will win.
He's named all of them.
Have you? Have you? Alright. Well, I mean, we'll
No,
see.
you two will hit the trail a little bit gator. It'll look at DM, it'll look at Hunter, and it'll ignore Hunter completely because it knows.
See, I feel like it's gonna be the opposite, cause you've all forgotten one thing. My fat ass used to run and have to jump and hide away from cops and shit. I don't really think you understand how much I enjoy running on trails and like jumping around and such.
It won't
If
matter.
I'm there, you won't even have to worry. I'll just try to wrestle it.
Don't worry. We're running the
We gonna
Rubino
barbecue it?
trails.
We can.
Hey man, you know I've never had gator. I'm down.
Circle of life. The Gator knows what's happening.
It's fucked up. Alright, well, I'm gonna assume since Caleb's not here that somehow he has found that his Magic 8 Ball told him to leave. And by Magic 8 Ball, I mean his girlfriend. So, thus, we are here. Huh?
Surprising.
I'm not. He's whipped. Alright. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's a fact nonetheless. Alright, so yeah, last time we left off has been about a week, unfortunately last week I had work, and this week we finally have only 3 members available with, poor Grumpy, being very busy. Alright, Robert, that's not, alright. I don't know. I feel bad for the gator in that. All right. Anyways, yeah. So last time we left off, the party was just finishing up with their situation in Dragon's Gate, having had Zeus managed to buy the plants for Goji, of his believed mother and sister. A couple of awkward stare downs at a terrible tavern brawl that the party didn't get to get involved in with, which was really upsetting. After they just embarrassed themselves in front of the bouncer. Daka disappeared for a little while, to the party's grand concern. And as the group had kind of come to or finally finished up their business in Dragon's Gate and were leaving out the southern gate, they saw Daka being chased by a giant bluish and then brown and then black and then back to blue 5-story tall drake. As Daka screamed Fluffy and kept running. For mere moments as the party came out seeing this, Goji will be taking off and heading back to, or just kind of sighing and heading back to your guys' stronghold slash home base. But as we come back to Daka's misadventures, allow me to fill in both the viewer and the parties to what Daka got up to in the background, because Daka has not caught on to it yet, as I've not informed him. So while the party spent their time exploring Dragon's Gate, meeting the great Golem family, or House of Golem learning about much of the lore of the city, Daka would find himself deep underground with a couple of tunnels going every which way, after chasing some shiny baubles down into a sewer, as some kids ran off and Daka was just doing the right thing, trying to spread the word of Terra. As Daka would do so, running down to the sewers, finding the many pathways throughout the city, underground, he would stumble upon the one pathway that John Doe had managed to make to Zilpip's lab, specifically for just in case of emergencies, to unbeknownst to Zilpip at the time. However, poor Daka would find that the end of this tunnel would be found with a strange ruins, a bunch of dead skeletons lying on the ground, some weird book that he took no interest in, and a couple of eggs that caught his attention. As Daka picked up the eggs, seeing that they were unique looking and quite large, thinking either these could be meals or maybe he could hatch a dragon and get a pet, Daka would suddenly hear the rumbling of some creature growling. And as the great genius he was, decided to investigate to see if he could either tame the beast or maybe, make friends with it. However, upon exploring throughout the lab, he would find the 5-story drake smashing at its cage inside in these ruins. As Daka would kindly try to break the lock on it to let the creature out, as it looked like it was in distress, the magic would go wild and cause the drake to grow 5 times larger. And start to chase poor Daka out. And as Daka kind of start immediately picking up that this thing was trying to eat him, would start running with one of the eggs in his hand, dropping the other. As Doc would start sprinting for his life, he would end up dodging and dipping out of the way of the drake, who would eventually end up causing a massive hole in the hillside, creating an opening. Daka made a run for it. As the drake continued to chase him, angrily growling and frothing at the mouth towards him, we come back to the party standing outside the city walls. Only Sieko and Bastion currently there, as Goji would have just left at that point. And sorry, I interrupted you, Sieko. What did you want to say?
No, nothing.
As we come back, Daka, you have your vial of well juice in your pockets. You are missing your pants. At some point, you're not sure during the chase, they fell off. Thankfully, the small cloth you had been wearing and the backup pants are still there, but the original small cloth did get torn off as well. So now you are stuck only with your backup pairs. You go trudging off.
Mom always said to have a backup pair of clothes.
As you're running as fast as you can, you see Sieko and Bastion just kind of standing at the exit gates. And yes, I am skipping a portion of the in-town fiasco, mostly for Daka's own to go watch later. Also, secondly, because Daka wouldn't know about all of it.
Of course. That's fine.
But as you are running, Daka yelling, trying to calm Fluffy down, you see just for a glimpse out of the corner of your eye, as Sieko, Bastion, and Daka, you feel an extreme amount of magic just kind of causing the back of your hairs, or fiendish chunks, kind of sticking up. As you look over to where this strange, almost terrible feeling is originating from the big opening in this hill, you see for a moment a small group of party mates walking about, and then suddenly heading towards a boat that seems to be landing in front of them. A few moments go by as Daka is continuing to run, as it was made clear by both Bastion and Sieko that they did not intend to stop this originally.
Yep.
You see as the ship suddenly kind of starts to lift off, and Daka, you kind of as you're running, you just kind of start to glimpse this. Sieko and Bastion off to the side, you see the ship take off. You also suddenly notice someone's painting almost a perfect art piece of Goji's mother in the nude on her, kind of like laying on her side with her head propped up. As the painting begins, and at the same time as you all notice this, Daka, give me a perception check.
Ooh. 18.
Daka, you're the first to notice something over the city is glowing in the clouds as you look up. Like the clouds over the town are starting to glow a golden light. And as you kind of still running at a decent speed, you also notice the drake suddenly stops and also starts to look.
You know about this?
Fuck it, I'll roll it. Give me a minute, let me grab my dice.
Just standing next to the drake, pondering man. Daka just thinking man sitting.
Just imagine that you both just stopped full
know,
sprint.
Yeah.
Like,
Bastion's
look
not
back
going to
at it.
see it because Droly did it later. Bastion's not going to see me draw Tikva naked on the side of the ship.
No, but as
Probably a good thing.
Daka, as you ask this, the Drake just kind of looks down at you, and like with his big head kind of moving, and this long snout of his, almost like an alligator-like face to it. It kind of looks over to you, and then looks back up as it waves. You feeling the wind kind of moving and whooshing as the head moves. It shakes its head slightly as it continues to stare. Sieko and Bastion, as you notice this, looking up in the same direction. Suddenly, you see a large golden hammer starting to descend from the clouds that is growing in size.
I think we should.
Do I
I
sense
feel like that's
anything
not a
off
good
of it?
Yeah.
I imagine I would.
You can. Well, I can tell you outright. You can sense it's divine. But if
Yeah,
you'd like to roll,
I'm getting the hell out of the way. That's really all I need to know is that it's divine and radiant. Nope.
Well, that's bad.
all right. As the two of you start like jogging over to where Doc is Doc is about a mile, about a quarter of a mile away from the city, and the Drake's now stopped and is sitting there now, or now has plopped a seat and is watching this.
What do you think's gonna happen?
You suddenly, as Daka says this, suddenly the Bastion and Sieko, you're running at full speed towards Daka. Look, Daka, you see them panting, looking concerned.
Hello.
The hammer comes
What
down,
did you do, Daka?
and as Bastion says this, panting, coming to a stop, the city is suddenly just flattened. You feel the ground shake. Everyone give me a dex save, including the Drake. Fuck.
16.
16?
19.
19?
My weakest kind of save. Still a 16.
You all, including the Drake, fall over as the Drake is sitting there and leans and falls over as well, landing on your, respectively on your backs. You watch as the city is fully just pushed into the ground and crushed. Screams of pain and terror are heard echoing, and then silence. It becomes dead quiet. As that happens, for a moment, you see the floating ship as what looks to be a tiefling female with her breasts very prominently painted out is shown as the ship flies away. Daka, your head compass starts to point towards that ship. And as you're all kind of getting to your feet and standing up, you see as now this completely ingrained city, the walls pushed and destroyed into the ground. There's no buildings left other than a fine mist of powder and dust. You don't even hear any. You don't hear any creatures, no birds singing, nothing except for the four of you here. And then you see in the distance a single figure pops up and just starts walking away.
I'll look at the Drake and be like, well, that was weird, wasn't it?
The Drake turns and looks over at you and goes, "Rutro," and just turns back and looks at the city and starts walking back towards its hole or towards the hill.
Bye, Fluffy. I'll see you later.
Which way is that guy walking?
He seems to be heading to the west.
Okay. Do we want to go see how he survived, or? Because I'll admit,
if you want to say hi again, just come to my secret hideout.
Doc, it's not a secret to tell everybody.
What he said.
You do notice Daka's carrying.
It's not secret.
Daka's carrying a giant scaly egg that's about the size of his torso in one hand right now while talking.
Well, that's not my problem.
Alright. You know
I heard you have to sit on these eggs to make them hatch.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go check on the guy.
I'm not gonna comment to that. All right.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow along with Sieko.
Doc, as you
Where
look
you
at this,
going?
saying this, you see as your two party mates just walk off.
Hey, what? Where are you going?
Doc trails off, chasing you guys. As you lot start to kind of walk towards the city, you see, as you get closer and closer, the figure kind of stops and just kind of suddenly snaps his fingers. And for the briefest of moments, you all sense a very strong arcane magic spell cast, and a little wooden chair appears as well as a table as the figure sits down, and just seems to be waiting for you. As a few more minutes go by, as you get closer, you start to make out the features of this very grizzled-looking old human. However, he's not really human. He's only, as you get closer, maybe 5 feet tall. His hair's very roughly cut, as if someone's been like every time it gets too long, they cut it with a knife really quickly and call it good. Glowing gold eyes that seem to almost kind of pierce from far away. You can first. It's one of the first features you all kind of are drawn towards on the face of this figure. A very tight knit, close cut beard. And they seem to be wearing weird furs as well as a suit of leather that looks to be of some sort of creature that none of you recognize, as well as what looks to be a normal merchant's like a shirt underneath, some sort of silk shirt that they're wearing. All strange and very vibrant colors. The underneath you see what looks to be like a kilt of sorts made out of different animals that look to have been patched together as little tails are kind of hanging off each end. Creatures none of you recognize immediately. And the figure just kind of sits there, and as you get closer, you see he snaps his fingers again, and again, a massive arcane blast pushing out, allowing each of you to sense it without even having to roll for the Arcana, as a cup of tea is seems to be summoned, and the gentleman starts drinking it.
What's all magic for what seems to be very small items?
As you say this, Daka, coming closer, the gentleman just kind of looks up and smiles.
All right.
Maybe he's a deity or something. Well, I don't know.
You know, with our luck, I wouldn't doubt it. So I'm curious.
Maybe he knows Terra.
So was the hammer thing you or someone else? And if it wasn't you, how'd you survive?
The gentleman kind of pauses as he takes a sip of his tea. He kind of grabs a monocle that suddenly appears on his suit and puts it up to his eye. Puts his tea down, and he looks over and goes, "You know, it's normally proper to introduce yourself to strangers."
Yeah.
My name is Darker of Clan Darkeron, and this is my egg.
Nice to meet you, good sir. And
I'm-
your party mates?
I'm Cyril, no last name.
All right.
They just refer to me as the Forgotten Song.
I've never heard anyone call you that.
I have. A couple times.
Since when? I've always heard him call Steely
I'm
McSteelface
gonna put my hand over Daka's mouth.
Doc, as you mumble, you taste the very acidicness of Bastion's fiery hand. It's not pleasant. But as you kind of...
my favorite taste.
As you quiet down for a moment, the gentleman kind of looks and goes, "You may call me. What is the language the immortal races speak these days?"
Common?
Well, I
Common?
guess it's common.
Ah, that must be what you're understanding me from. Okay, he looks kind of looks at his teacup and goes, "Call me O."
Oh?
Exactly.
Oh.
It's usually the response I get whenever I appear. No, the hammer was not my doing. It appears that one of your gods was very angry with this city. There was a gentleman in the tavern I was just in yelling about some gentleman named Zarius and calling him a cuck.
Huh. You know, out of the current gods, I don't know one that uses a hammer, but...
I've never seen that.
Who's always that bank guy?
I do not know the gentleman. I just know there's a big building that had his name on it.
Yeah. The guy holding most of the world's economy.
And as to your question how I survived it, well, I hid under the ground.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Huh.
I wonder if anyone in the sewers is still alive.
No idea. He looks
That
about.
spy guy. Remember
Well,
that
since
spy
we're-
guy?
Spy guy.
You're welcome to check if nothing else as he kind of snaps his fingers. And again, you feel magic emanating from this man anytime he does these movements. The table and chair disappear as well as the cup of tea.
One last question. You're very magical. Did you feel anyone teleport away, maybe? Or...
I mean, if I told you, what value would it have to you? Are you looking for someone in particular?
I mean, I just got a guy to help me sell things that was in this city. I'm hoping he's not dead.
Here, one moment. And he starts to, you feel the arcane energy coming off as a massive magic circle expands from him, expanding to the entirety of the city. It seems to start to glow green for a moment and then seems to suddenly collapse back in on the gentleman. And he goes, a few souls seem to have managed to teleport out. A few in the castle, some of the underground, some walking about, and a couple of the merchants, it seems.
All right. I'm gonna hope one of that's him. All right. Appreciate it.
He nods and goes, if you'd like, I'm more than they teleported to the, I think what you would call the Tiefling lands? So he kind of puts his fingers to his face and starts kind of messing with the little bit of a beard he has, and goes, I'm not quite sure these days. Politics in this day and age are very volatile.
I don't pay attention to the politicals that much.
Good man. A man of action is always more needed than a man of the book or cloth, in my opinion. And he kind of he's standing. He's definitely about 5 foot tall.
Fair. Him and Bastion are the same height. It's perfect.
And now, if I may, I'm going to continue on my way unless you gentlemen needed anything else.
Well, I'm alright. Bye-bye, nice man.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Good to see you, good Sir Daka, Sieko, and the Forgotten Song. And he kind of turns and starts walking off. You see suddenly a cane appears in his hand as he kind of seems to twirl it around as he whistles and walks away.
Was your first name with that then?
I'm gonna start walking to the nearest town because we have a thing to do now.
God damn it, Daka.
I would like to pull out the Exus communication crystal to see if he's alive.
Alright. You pull out the crystal. It still has some magic in it. What are you going to say to it?
Did you get out of the city or are you dead too?
You hear the response a few feet from you.
Is he under the rubble?
You know,
just stand there?
It seems as you look about, you just see nothing but rubble, dust, and dirt.
Can I feel the direction the thing's coming from?
You can hear it. It's like about 5 feet to your the south of you.
Hi ho,
Right,
hi
let's
ho,
go.
off
Time to
to
dig.
work we go.
As you walk over and start picking up a couple of small rocks, noting, Sieko, that most of the bigger buildings look to have been refined to nothing but a fine dust. You pull.
I do have mold earth and everything.
Okay. After a few minutes of pulling rocks and moving things around, you find a imprinted golden skeleton holding a crystal in the ground. Like full solid metal gold bones.
Of course. You I guess I'm taking the other crystal. I guess now I have a paired communication thing now to play with.
All right. You can feel free to add another one to your other possessions.
Oh. I actually needed him for something. No, that fucking sucks. Whatever.
All right. Where would you all like to go now as you continue to look on? I will say, if you look to the sky, you do see the ship has a much finer painting now. Bastion, give me a perception check.
Got it.
Please roll high.
A 2.
Yeah, it's weird. The tiefling with the big tits on the ship that's flying away looks really familiar. You just can't place where because the face is just too small. It could be really any tiefling. They all look the same to you.
I'm just angry.
Let's
Go kill something, and I just start stomping off.
As you
All
start to stomp off, you hear oomph and a croak from something as you get close to the gate.
Is the croak from down?
From, in the ground, yeah. As you look down,
Alright.
Bastion, you're standing on a couple of rocks.
Molders again. Let's get whatever's under their out. Who lives?
Boy, that Zarius fellow is a motherfucker! I'm gonna shove that hammer so far up his ass and steal Sigrun! As you pull out this large gif who is covered in gold plate now. All of his what was leather gear, his gun or his blunderbuss, much of his magical equipment is all covered in gold, and he is shining bright yellow. As this gif kind of crawls out of the hole.
Does he look injured at all, or is he?
He looks like he's he's carrying a lot of weight, but as you look him up and down, he doesn't look to be injured. He looks very tired and dusty, but he seems to be covered in just nothing but gold.
Huh. You're one of the lucky ones.
I think a ship just flew that way, and I point in the direction that ship just took off.
The fucker stole my ship! Fuck! And he starts running. He kind of tears off the gold, shoves it on, throws it on the ground as he pulls it over his head. He kind of struggles for a few minutes, and then finally gets it and leaves all of his gold equipment. Now, stark naked, this bright yellow gif starts just jogging.
Oh, I guess he didn't die.
Definitely.
Which now I'm confused on why we met his ghost in the other session.
As you say this, as you look, you watch as suddenly a crossbow kind of comes out of what looks to be a strange tear in reality. As someone's hand comes out, a little green hand with a crossbow, and you watch as a bolt goes straight through the gift's head and he falls over.
I clap for a shot well placed.
Well, all right then. Fair enough.
Good shot. Good work.
That
I
is
don't know who you are.
That is thanks to another player specifically for that. As you see the hand suddenly pull back into the portal and disappear with the crossbow.
So,
So is there anything
Well,
special with equipment, or is it just
It's just solid gold basic gear.
I can put that on a stand or something. Yeah, sure.
Alright, you can add 40 pounds of what we'll call adventurer's gear of gold.
well, I was told that gold's easier to enchant.
Was it here?
We'll do something with it.
Oh, yeah.
Shot 3 on that gun.
You're gonna what to the gun?
Sharpness 3 on the gun. Just go now. Got better enchantments and all.
Daka, please tell me you're gonna look for something to sharpen the gun with.
Oh, well, there's rocks around, aren't there?
Yeah?
Put some water on it. It's wet stone.
Seiko, are you gonna stop Daka from sharpening the blunderbuss? Oh, he's on mute.
So no, he won't be stopping me.
Alright, yeah, feel free for Daka to add a gold blunderbuss to your inventory.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be bad later. Alright. As you all kind of look about for a moment with that, Bastion, Daka, as Seiko stepped away for a moment, what's the plan? You gonna follow with what Seiko said, go to the next town, or?
Yeah, go to the next town,
sure.
try to find a hunt or something to kill.
Okay. So then, for what you lot know based on your map and what you've seen, there is a city to the east about a day's march called Lithalia. And then there is another a larger city to the south, about 5 days travel, called Elrand. And then to the west, you have another one of the larger capital cities of the former High Elf Emporium. That is about another 3 days worth of travel to the west. So yeah, 3 directions for for the cities.
Well, I don't care which direction we go. I have
You know,
my egg.
let's
Oh,
do
go
this
ahead.
the dark way. Let's pull out a stick.
Yeah,
Pull this-
I'll use my sword.
Whichever it is closest to is the direction we'll go.
All right. Darka, give me a D4.
Yeah.
We'll start with 1 as north and go northeast, southwest.
4.
Instructions unclear, sword stuck in the ground.
You put the pointy end in the ground so it sticks.
4, which I'm assuming is west. So.
Yes, that's correct.
Right, west it is.
Which towns are
It's
west?
launching. There is a large city in the former High Elf Emporium that was on one of the major rivers. That is the biggest trade city in this portion of the country besides Dragon's Gate. None of you know the name, as none of you are from the High Elf Emporium, nor have any of you ever traveled through these areas. But the city is pretty famous amongst the world just as a major trading port.
I heard the boat sell things there.
So, don't worry, Logolthus did not actually appear suddenly in front of you all. But as...
You think?
I wouldn't blame him to come talk to us about avoiding him all day by accident. You know?
No, so as you lot begin heading west, it's about a 3 days worth of travel as you lot kind of spend your time relaxing. I'll give you each an action for your 3 days that you can roll for. Starting at the top, Sieko.
Let's see, what's my lowest stat? I mean, I got a terrible dex. Or I can read a book. I'm going to try and raise my intelligence to a 14. I'm at 13. I got some random books on me because I kept pulling out of the thing. So fuck it. Let's read a book.
All right. And are you pulling us out of your mundane item pouch? Or out of... is this one of your books from the vault?
This is a book from the vault that is cursed, but only if I attune to it. So... this is the Cursed Chaos Magic book.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I was told it was attunable, and I wouldn't get cursed as long as I don't attune to the damn thing, so I just have this book.
Yeah. Let me find my thing here. Was that an item I made for you, or is it just an other item that I had?
You had me write it as an other because I wasn't planning on using it.
Perfect. All right, let me pull up. As you open it for a moment, first off, do you read Primordial?
I do, actually.
Perfect.
That's my starting language as my race.
As you open it, you watch as the words kind of flutter and change in front of you. The book suddenly grows wider and thicker, and you find that it is a contemporary religious doctrine entitled. This chapter is entitled "Primary Directives of the Halflings." The book is very well written as you kind of start reading through it, and specifically teaches to the halfling religion in the world. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
All right, let's see how today's gonna start. That's a 9.
With a 9, yeah, halflings don't make much sense, nor do their religious practices. The entire statement is in talking about a lack of magic, the incapability of breaking their chains away from their overlords, and how they found relief with their new lives as slaves through religion that was passed on to them from their elders through word of mouth. All of it kind of bores you, and as you're kind of walking with the rest of the party, you kind of start to not pay attention to what the words you're reading.
So there's no like magic stuff in here. There's no.
Not in that chapter.
I mean, look, every time I get free time, I'll flip to a random chapter. We'll get this eventually.
All right.
We'll figure.
Bastion, is there anything you'd like to do?
I will use my action the same way I used my other one, if that works.
All right. Well, there's no one around, so you're just gonna be convincing Daka and Sieko to call you that.
Oh, we wouldn't be passing anybody along the way or
No.
anything.
Dragon's Gate isn't very well traveled after being put under siege and attacked and destroyed 13 times.
In that case, could I attempt to raise my wisdom by identifying plants and stuff along the way?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a wisdom check and a nature check.
Wisdom and nature. 17 on the wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that Grumpy?
It's a
2
trick.
on the nature.
Yeah, as you try to point out some plants here and there, due to the mostly barren roads, a lot of it's just the different types of breeds of grass and weeds as you're walking through, and nothing really kind of starts to raise up your wisdom.
Hey guys, that's called grass.
I will say, with that nature, you're not sure if this is a foreign heli grass or if this is like the local elven grass that supposedly sucks the magic out of you.
Be careful, it might drain your magic.
Ticktrick, as he suddenly unstealths on the road alongside you guys, not having witnessed most of what happened and not having hung out
I wasn't paying
much
attention
to you all, Ticktrick, you now following your party to the west, heading to the next big trading town in the former High Elf Emporium. You've got about 3 days of travel. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Did
got
you
one action.
see my?
I did.
Did you see? Okay.
Wasn't enough time between though, because it's continuous read if you read the item.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You do not continuously read for 48 hours.
I will double check it, but I'm almost 100% sure.
Oh, is it the stat boosting books?
Yeah, you do not continuously read for 48 hours.
It's 48 hours over the course of 7 days, and it can be split up between, or like 6 days. It can be split up.
Or fewer. 6 days or fewer.
No.
Yeah, because I have the same book in Sieko's inventory that I used. Yeah.
Nope, no, that wrong item. There we go. Oh yeah, you're right. Or fewer. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. No. That's fine. So you would have already gotten the effect of that item then.
Okay. Then over the 3 days, I guess I'll try and raise my intelligence.
All right. How are you planning to do so as you're on the road with your teammates?
I'll try and see what I can learn from the Life and Times of Zilpip book that I got.
Okay.
That I copied.
Yeah. I forgot you got that copied. Okay. Yeah. Roll an intelligence check,
Okay.
and then roll me a D100 as well.
That is a 19 for the intelligence check.
Okay.
D100 is a 99.
All right. So as you're reading about it, the chapter you kind of flip to is about midway through the book. It's Zilpip talking about his time in the Dragonborn lands of Drafika. He kind of goes over a loose terminology of like the different biologies of the dragons that he had seen while there. But the most of this chapter, as he kind of continues on, explains how you should never let your teammates be the ones to make any decisions for you, especially when they're a 12-foot tall, dumb dragonborn that have been turned into a rat and caged by a hag. At which point, if you ever find yourself in this situation and you see 3 dragons in the sky coming down at you, do not let the dumb dragonborn try and attack and aggravate them while the rest of your party is trying to run. That's so as you kind of read through this, you get the general intelligence that now if you ever have to run away from a dragon, you now have advantage on that running away.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Well, not all dragons, specifically chromatic in this case, yes.
Okay.
At the end, it also signs off that says Snicknesh was actually was dumber than the rumor stated. But all right, there's your action, Daka, and it doesn't gain you anything else.
Unfortunate.
What would you like to
I want to, over these 3 days, try to, read and understand The True Soul by Galore Era the First, because I remember that time in the library, I was told I was able to at least understand the book,
Mm-hmm.
but hopefully I can finally learn something from it.
As you go to reach into your pack, you notice the book is soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
And as you start to dig through, you find that the jar of well juice has a leak. Do you still try to open the book and read through it, though?
Definitely, yes, of course.
All right. Let me roll something. There we go. Okay. As you start to open the book and read through it, you notice all of the words about the actual magic and understanding of the magic in it are all gone. The ink seems to have melted or into the page and completely come to a point where the page itself is just barely legible. You also feel the magic from this book, that there was at one point some sort of magic to the book, because as you look at it now, most of the binding of it has changed to a looking more aged and ruinous now as you look it over.
Is this your way of getting rid of my book?
Nope. This is an actual effect that actually happened to poor Bastion and Zaya, as they almost died from the gas that this thing produced.
Does anybody have a bag of holding?
I have a bag of the dreadnought.
Here, can you put this liquid in there? I don't want it.
As you see Daka pulls out a vial
Do
of
I
this gray
see?
liquid. Yeah, Bastion, give me a history check to see if you remember what this is.
Ugh. 8.
This purple liquid I found.
You were a hammer at the time. It's really hard to remember. You remember going somewhere at some point there. You've been there to the same location where you recognize this liquid from. You remember something about eating an old elf and then at some point coming back again and watching as your teammates started to die from this strange gas that seemed to expand into the area.
I'd be careful with that, Daka.
Hey, don't worry about it. It don't hurt me. Nonetheless, DM, since I probably would see this like immediately during our travels, can I do something else?
Yeah, that's fine. Also, Sieko, important question: are you taking it and putting it in the bag of the dreadnought?
I was gonna ask if I could mold earth.
I do have a bag of holding, by the way.
You can mold earth and make a cup. Yeah.
Well, no, I want like a full encapsulated orb.
Okay.
So if it still spills out for whatever reason, it'll be in this ball.
Okay.
Stone.
As you start to, you watch as the dirt immediately spherifies itself and starts to fall to the ground.
Whatever. I'll just put the thing in the dreadnought back in it. Whatever.
Okay. As you start to put it in there, give me a dex check.
I'm not dexterous. Alright. It's a 7.
You feel your hand suddenly goes back to the original color of when you first started your adventures. You feel the pain as the crystals pull away into your skin and seem to dissipate to scales once more.
Oh, that's not good.
You also watch as a little bit hits the bag of the dreadnought, and one of the ties that hits suddenly loses its color and seems to wilt away.
Yeah, I'm not putting that in there. No, sorry, Doctor.
Okay. What do I do with it? I mean, I was able to touch it and get a sample. It's like, is the glass leaking, or like what container did I put it in?
You put it in a glass jar, just glass vial, cork, with a cork on it.
What did he get this from?
The ruins that were inside Zilpip's lab.
There was a well of purple stuff around, and there was a bunch of dead bodies around it. So I just grabbed some.
And a dragon's egg. Or a drake's egg.
I got this big egg.
Daka, you really are a genius, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am the smartest of my clan.
You thought, ooh, this thing that may have killed these bodies. Let's grab some of that.
Well, I mean, I breathed in
Expose all of us.
I mean, I breathed in the sneaky smoke. I mean, I assume that if one who drinks it becomes a bit stealthier, I just assume that people die from the stealthy guy who might have consumed it in the past.
Uh,
And 'cause
Whatever.
purple is stealthy. Actually,
Keep the
quite.
liquid away from me.
Oh no, that's the magic. She's magical. You're like the magic guy. I mean, you should have it.
I would
Sieko's
just,
sitting
for
there.
clarity reasons, like to know how early on this conversation is into this 3-day walk.
You're about 2 days into this, as
2
you guys
days.
have been
Well,
traveling. Yeah.
Nonetheless,
Sieko's gonna hear in his head, God help me if we don't get there soon.
Nonetheless, can I try
Yeah.
to understand more about my orb?
Yes. All right. Let's give me a second to pull up something for myself. I've been looking forward to this all day. Which should scare you so much. Let me find where my books and shit are. Yeah, books and shit. There we go. 12 Lords. Alright, yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll for it. Let's do an
roll?
Arcana check.
Oh, I'm so good at those. 20.
He complains that he's not good at them, gets a 20.
I said I was so good at those, didn't I?
Oh, man. Alright. And if I remember correctly, I'm just checking to see. I didn't make you the item. Okay, I wanted to make
No,
sure.
I don't have the item yet.
Yeah, so there's a reason why. Alright, so as you kind of look it over, the orb seems to glow in a strange color. As you're kind of looking around it, trying to figure out what it could be, I'm just pulling up the thing here.
Are you a Fukushibo?
For a moment, you kind of notice the thing seems to be giving off very old necrotic magic. And as you start to peer deeper into it, you see this skeleton-looking dragonborn wearing black robes, carrying a large staff that has this this strange bluish chaotic orb with a knife sticking into it. You notice that as the person pulls out the knife, the orb changes suddenly to a chalice for a moment, and then as the person shoves it back in, it seems to go back to an orb. The orb, or otherwise, the vision seems to slowly fade away as you stop staring at it.
Do you have a dagger in you somewhere? As I speak to the orb.
As you all see Daka talking to his magical orb.
Shaking it.
I'm not even surprised at this point.
By the way, just so you know, I'm crisscross applesauce on the egg on my rock.
When he says out loud about a knife, Sieko just holds a dagger out to him.
No, not you, Mr. Shieko. I'm talking to the orb.
Of course.
Seconds go by, and all of you suddenly feel this thing emanating strong necrotic magic coming off of it. A slow grayish smoke starts to kind of expand out from the orb. The smell of death kind of being breathed in as the smoke kind of falls to the ground, continuing to flow, not being able to lift itself off. The smell immediately. Yes, Sieko.
Sieko, knowing he's weak to necrotic, kind of backs off.
As you step away, you notice the gas is starting to kind of surround the feet of your compatriots.
I'm just keeping myself out of it.
Tick-Trick and Bastion, as you both look down, you see this gas is starting to get around your feet, and it's starting to sting a little bit. Not damaging, but just a little bit of stinging.
I didn't know you could make gas. That's cool. Well, that was answering my question.
Yeah,
if
put
you've
some in
got
a
knife
bottle.
in ya. I saw a vision of you having a knife.
As Daka says this to his orb, and Tick-Trick kind of reaches down with a bottle, Tick-Trick, you watch as Your feet are starting to turn gray.
Is this necrotic stuff?
Yeah, the necrotic.
I'm
gas-
immune.
I know.
I'm also immune.
I know.
Mm.
As you start to pull some into take your vial down and put into it, you watch as the glass suddenly starts to crack, and you hear it as it starts to dissipate to sand, and drop to the ground.
Damn. All right, I'll back up.
As you start to back up, you watch as your feet go back to normal color.
Yeah, get out of it.
Same. Bastion, you watch as your feet go from a metallic color back to this the demonic blackish that your skin has become. Daka, you watch as the gas starts to slowly kind of recede back into the orb for a second as you say this again, and you watch as it starts to surround the egg. And seconds go by, and it seems to all suck into the egg. Suddenly it and then nothing.
You can give it a little shake. You used to talk. You talked to me that one time.
You see a
Why don't you
little
talk to me no more?
golden like a little goldfish suddenly float to the top upside down
Oh.
inside the orb as you shake it.
Oh. There was a fishy in there.
It's dead. It's dead.
It looks as you look at its belly up in the inside the orb.
Damn.
Can I eat it?
It's inside the orb.
I'm asking the orb.
And the orb does not respond, but I am stating it is inside the orb. I really want to hear you're going to crack this thing open while your party's going to leave you here.
I was going to ask the orb if I can have it. Can I have the fishy, please?
Sieko,
Ooh,
also, I want you to give me a investigation check, if you don't mind.
All these checks I'm not good at. This is another +1. That's another 9.
You know, all of you with your passive do notice, minus Daku's really focused on this orb. The egg has changed to like a sickly green outer shell from its original shifting of colors. Given this egg is 3 feet tall, just as a note that Doc is sitting on currently, and is solid as a rock. But as it starts to change color, you notice a strange pattern, Sieko, of a skull and crossbones appearing on the egg, kind of like almost an Easter egg painting around it.
Can I try and message what I assume is probably a baby inside the egg?
You know what? I won't say no. What do you want to say to it?
Are you dead?
I don't know how to speak a language because I'm an infant.
Are you dead? You don't hear anything, but you do know
Oh,
the
shit, it's
spell
dead.
goes through.
Baby's like, nah, dude, I'm perfectly alright in here. I know how to speak any language, like, fully and completely, although I've yet to be born.
As you lot continue, Daka continued to talk to the orb, trying to coerce it to, do something.
Hey, you got a handle?
I am
saw a vision
listening,
with a
just-
knife.
Just in case there's any, telepathic thoughts coming from the thing.
Alright.
Checo, how long am I supposed to sit on an egg before it hatches?
Why would I know that?
Well, I assume you also came from an egg.
Don't dragons take a really long time? I feel like a couple years or something.
Couple years? Not sure. I've never heard of an egg taking a couple years to hatch. Tickrick, you're stupid.
DM, do Trask come from eggs?
Yes, Trasks are born as eggs. However, that they take almost about 1,000 years to hatch.
But I don't think Sieko knows he's from an egg. Cause
he wouldn't. His first memories, even as a Trask, wouldn't be until his infancy at the earliest. So he wouldn't know.
I'm just if I was in an egg, I wouldn't remember. I never met my parents.
Well, that's very sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Somewhere, Tim the Enchanter is crying right now.
Okay,
I never knew my father.
No. Echo was told sessions ago that he stole me from my real parents. So I was kidnapped.
He still raised you.
Well, that's very rude to call your adoptive father, not your
kidnapper?
dad. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
He put you through college, man. Come on, what the fuck?
No,
Come
he
on,
did
dude.
not. I have no formal education. You keep reminding me of that when we talk about book stuff.
You have better education than most people.
Yeah,
No,
just because it wasn't a formal
no.
education doesn't mean it wasn't good.
My backstory and how it was written. He taught me how to fight. That was it.
Exactly. That's a better education than most people get.
So no, I've been to college. I got combat boot camp.
You worked at the military.
Yeah, I got
I'm just gonna start grabbing around the arm and see if I can find like a handle, just like because there was a knife in the vision. So I was just palming at it, like trying to see if I can pull something out.
All right. As you continue to palm around it,
Just a
for the rest of the
fushiball.
day, as the rest of the party continues on, Daka, you feel this orb throughout like night and day. Nothing's
Molesting
there.
this
It's smooth. It is fully smooth, no interruptions. It's almost remarkably smooth. There's not a sharp edge on it.
Smooth as a shark skin.
Don't know. Never pet a shark.
They have rough skin.
No, it's smooth both ways.
Nah.
They also have the same chemical found in vaginas coming out of their skin.
Thank you for that unique fact
That's true.
of the day.
That's a true
Don't fuck a shark. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, so as you lot continue on your journey, finally coming to the large trade city, you see a few high elves standing out front in their very bright golden and green armor. The city being made of strange, or just like encompassed by strange white trees all throughout with blood-like leaves. The walls themselves looking to be made of a specific kind of tree itself that grows. Buildings seeming to grow into the trees and plant life. You see bones all around the outer walls of just creatures that have long since been dead of all different sizes and shapes as you lot follow this road towards the city. There's no line at this gate as these two guards kind of stand there. Long flowing blonde hair, their bright green eyes, standing a little, somewhere around roughly 6 foot to 7 foot tall. They both look on to you lot, confused as to your party comp, as well as the thing that Daka seems to be sitting on as he's floating. One of the guards, as Daka says hello, just kind of lowers his spear that he suddenly summons out almost from light itself, and looks on and speaking in Elvish. Anybody know Elvish before?
No.
Nope.
No. You hear this strange language coming from this creature as it seems to be shouting at you lot.
I lean over to one of the party members
That language
and
reminds me
ask,
of the classical music.
Are his thoughts also in Elvish?
Yes.
Damn.
I just cocked my head. I just cocked my head to the side and stare at him.
I ask somebody, what are we doing here?
Well, I mean,
Um,
we just
you-
watched the
Looking
Looking
for something to hunt?
Okay.
Well, yeah, because we just watched the city get flattened that we were in before.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was the nearest city that we could walk to.
Alright.
Coffee's a nice drink.
You see moments later, or as you guys are talking, you also suddenly hear the gentleman from earlier's voice, Mr. O, as this 5 foot tall, grizzled humanoid comes walking down the street and goes, "Ah, I see you've gathered a Thrycreen friend and are following. Well, I guess I'm following you since I arrived here later. You
Who are
lot
you?
must walk. Just call me Mr. O. Your compatriots had asked me to help them detect if there was anybody that teleported out of the city before it was crushed.
No. Did anybody tell about that city before it was crushed?
A few people.
A few people.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
Sadly, not Exus. He's very dead.
Oh.
That Gif seemed quite a heinous fellow before he was killed, unfortunately.
Yeah, for a second I was happy someone lived. Then he got shot. And
Looks like he got on the wrong side of a couple of goblins by the looks of the Green Hand. But what are you lot doing in this elvish town? Or on the outskirts of this elvish town? The gentleman yelling at you is asking you for your proof of trade papers.
We're just
Well, I'm not trading
looking for
anything.
work.
Ah,
Yeah,
Something to kill.
we're just here to look for monsters to hunt.
he starts
If-
speaking in Elvish to the guard as he walks kind of past you lot, putting his monocle in his eye that suddenly he snaps his fingers, feeling immense magic coming from this action as the monocle appears. And the guard seems to immediately like relax as you look on, as he kind of stands back up and goes to almost at ease, and he goes, they continue having a conversation, almost as if they seem to be old friends. And they start to laugh, and then Mr. O kind of turns and looks at you lot and goes, "You're more than welcome to come enter the city now. He was just doing his job. He's got a young daughter, and after all the action around these territories, he was making sure that strange fellows around here weren't causing problems."
All right.
Are we
Like-
gonna be able to understand anybody in the city?
Do you lot any of you speak Elvish? He looks about.
Nope.
I speak Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, and the best language, Orc.
Surprisingly, I don't think I've ever met an elf before.
Do they like know Sylvan and stuff?
No. Surprisingly, most elves don't understand Sylvan. That's a very common misunderstanding.
Can I learn Elvish somewhere?
Well, I imagine so. As he looks at you,
Oh,
Is
well,
there like a
that's good to know.
101 book?
a book.
None of us.
In Elvish for dummies, maybe, perhaps.
There was one like for giant.
There might be. There's quite a few books actually for Elvish translation. He looks over at Bastion. What were you saying? Forgotten Song?
None of us speak Elvish.
That's unfortunate. I don't recommend doing business with elves if you can't speak their language. They are a very proud lot, in my experience.
Can you ask him where the library is so I can get an Elvish speaking book?
Better yet, you lot are here for a hunt. I think you mentioned that previously.
Yes.
sir.
Ah, I understand. Give me one moment. And he turns and starts talking to the guard again. The guard kind of looks at him, goes and starts nodding, and like pulls out a couple of a couple of sheets of paper and hands them to him. And the old gentleman kind of turns to you guys and goes, as he takes his monocle off and snaps his finger again. Immense arcane energy expanding off of him as he does that, and the monocle disappears. And he hands you the 3 contracts. And he goes, these are the 3 that the local tavern has been looking to hire for. The rewards are, as you mentioned, are shown. The adventuring guild that operates in a couple of these cities and territories in the air and most of this continent offer pretty much the same. So if you take that to any of the guilds that you can find in a place that you speak the language, they'll offer you the same bounty reward, of course. But only when you hand in, you have to hand in the paper, so that way they can prove that the bounty's been finished. Avoid double rewards and such as he looks about. But these aren't written in Elvish; they're written in Common. They should be of assistance to you lot.
Okay. What do you guys think? That's the red one.
Yeah, does it show the location of the weird horse creature?
It does, and it looks to be in the Mountain Elf lands. About a month's travel from here.
What's the closest one?
Well, the other one's in. Let's see.
No, one has no location. You told us the
Yeah.
crystal. tiger.
Yes.
Is the guy still near us?
Yeah. Mr. O is just standing there as he's kind of waiting for you.
You
Is
did-
the travel
Yeah, I see him.
to those lands, would that be land or sea?
I mean, I can teleport you for, let's say, a gold coin, as it's a little bit of an inconvenience for the spell slot, but I can teleport you a lot to the closest towns to these bounties if you'd like.
I
That
had
sounds good.
Pay a gold coin for that.
Alright, he takes Sieko's gold coin as he holds it out first, and he looks at Bastion and goes, "Oh, only one," and he puts it in his pocket, his like breast pocket for a moment, and he goes, and he looks at the bounties. Do you want the Yuan-Ti lands? It looks like it's going to be in the southern portion. Wouldn't recommend. There's a very large Yuan-Ti floating about those territories, last I heard. The other one seems to be in a mountain elf lands. I recognize the area based on what the description is. I should be, as he looks it over, able to transport you near it. It's in the far north, to the closer to the Drow border. And the tiger, if I had to guess, that creature looks like it's something to do with a cloud. It looks like it's a descendant of the cloud giant creatures. I would try the skies. I don't have
We did that before.
Last
kicked
time
us
we did
out.
that, we got very quickly kicked out.
I mean, I could teleport you to one of the Cloud Giant clans, but I don't know. He looks at each of your feet suddenly as you kind of notice him eyeing. Are any of you diseased with Dirtfoot?
What?
What's Dirtfoot?
Oh, old disease. It's a thing that Cloud Giants get. It basically grounds you. You can't like walk on the clouds if you have Dirtfoot.
Well, seeing as how most of us fell through the clouds last time we went,
To get it removed, you have to have a Cloud Giant cleric to do it. But he kind of looks about and goes, "I doubt you're gonna find one these days with all that's going down on the down on the land."
Well, I can float on my rock.
I vote for the horse creature.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
take us to the Wood Elf lands, please.
Mountain Elf.
It's Mountain Elf.
Mountain Elf.
Mountain
and
Elf, sorry.
He smiles and goes, "Not a problem. I do have one question, as I feel I should warn you, as a bit more seasoned adventurer. Are any of you related to or the direct descendant of a man named Venzorwin?"
No.
No.
How fast do I recognize the name?
Immediately.
Okay.
You know,
No?
funny, someone asked one of our party members that before, but I don't think any of us are.
Good. The Duke there, who runs the Dukedom of the Mountain Elf lands, he's one of the descendants of him and has a real hatred for his granddaddy, I assume? I'm not 100% sure. The man was a well-known womanizer. A good one at that. He managed to find the secret to immortality before he was killed.
It didn't do very good, though, didn't it?
Whatever happened to him? How did he die?
Smushed by a rock is what I hear.
Interesting.
I guess immortality doesn't stop rock smash. You know what? That's a good thing to know. Rocks can kill immortal people.
Well, he's
Is that going in the book?
He couldn't, from my understanding, the way the immortality worked was it just made it so he didn't die from age or disease. Everything else was on the table.
Writing in the book, rocks can kill immortal people.
Second.
That's how we do it, boys. You know, gods are immortal.
I'm choosing to stay quiet because I imagine he'd be able to hear me telepathically talk to Sieko, but
You don't
Also-
know.
Bastion in his head is laughing.
It didn't even click to me that Caleb was here in silence.
No, that's why I pinged him.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You all notice as Goji finally catches up to you a lot, having left ahead of you, but having been walking with his mother and sister, taking a slight detour when he noticed you lot heading into the High Elf Emporium and following after you. As Goji kind of comes walking up, Goji, you see this grizzled-looking old man with a very clean cropped beard, short cut grayish hair, two bright yellow golden eyes, about 5 feet tall, wearing a mixed match of like different leathers and fancy armor from creatures you don't recognize, as well as a kilt that seems to have leather patches with tails hanging off it from creatures that again you don't recognize. As Goji comes running up at top speed, seeing you lot, the gentleman, Mr. O, as you all have come to know this gentleman as, he goes, is the lizard folk with you?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
He seems like a decent enough fellow. Good sir, feel free to circle up and grab the hands of one of your teammates. I'm about to teleport you all.
I will say, DM before, like during the trip, I would have put the gems I bought into my bag of holding.
Okay, no problem.
Alright.
He kind of looks at Goji and goes, if you don't mind, grab a hand and you'll be teleported momentarily. Now, I will warn, I'm a little rusty. You should end up outside of the town, but in the worst case, can any of you swim?
Yes.
I can surf the largest waves,
I can-
bro.
Well,
I have a way to
I
get myself out of the water.
sink to the bottom.
I'll take that
You
all
see
as a
what-
yes, as he smiles, and you see the big toothy gold teeth all across the top layer and like what looks to be platinum caps on the bottom. And he goes, "Good luck."
You must have a
And
really great dentist.
he smiles and he teleports you, and suddenly you find yourselves flying about 40 feet from in the sky, falling.
I'd like to.
Rock under me,
Start
let's
flying.
rock and roll.
Daka suddenly floating on the rock with
Before
Tic-Tac
anything.
popping his wings out.
Is it ground under us or water?
As you look down, it's solid ground. It looks to be
Oh,
a couple of cliffs on each sides of it, but you're going to be falling into what looks to be a pass.
I'm immune to falling, so I'm just gonna willingly cannonball myself downwards.
All right. Bastion?
This is considered bludgeoning from
Correct.
non-magical weapons, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let it happen then.
Okay. And Goji's just going to go splat, I assume.
Oh,
Can I sit? Whose hand did Goju grab? Wait, hold on.
He did not
Whose hand did
specify.
you grab?
He's
when
on.
you,
He's deafened.
plans
Oh,
to fly
fuck.
by inflating himself like a balloon.
Because if he had my hand, I'll put him on my back. I don't care.
If he doesn't give me an answer in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna decide what.
Is
And
he
I
near
like the
me?
sound of animal balloon that Tigger just gave me.
Is he near me?
All I'm thinking is the Shrek balloon. Yeah, he's within a few inches. Oh, he's gonna. You watch as Goji
Jet
suddenly
engine.
breathes out his fiery breath to keep himself floating as he slowly descends,
That works.
melting
What
the
an entrance.
ground below as you guys get closer and closer. Siako, as you're the first to collide due to your weight, you slam into the very wet ground that is just nothing but lava and molten rock, kind of imploding into it. You kind of step out. Are you immune to fire damage?
I am not only immune, I heal from fire damage.
Alright, here, I will roll that. You gain 23 temp HP from that.
Sick.
As you land in it. Bastion, are you immune to fire damage?
Immune and resistant.
Perfect. As you land into the pool of lava, the two of you coming out of it calmly, Tiktrick and Daka kind of landing outside of the lava pit and slowly forming. As they calmly come down, Goji finally landing as he lets the fire breath out and lands on one of these side trees hanging off the cliff and coming down to a soft landing. You all kind of sitting... Who just pinged me? Oh, god damn it. As you lot come to the entrance of this pass, okay, no worries. Goji is currently being summoned by his inner demon.
Was 23 like full damage from fire?
That was, yeah.
Okay, then I gain 11 because I heal half of what.
Okay, fair. As you all come to the ground, you see the entire area of this pass has two large cliffs on either side that stand about 70 feet up off the ground, jagged with roots sticking out of it. Strange looking red gemstones kind of poking out every once in a while that seem to glow slightly. You notice there are bones kind of scattered about that seem to always find themselves near these gems. They all look very humanoid as you kind of get closer. Without really an investigation check, it's pretty easy to identify some sort of like humanoid skull creature. Looking about, you notice that the trees themselves being all covered in this weird red like sap that seems to kind of leak into the central pass and create a little rivulet that was originally flowing, is now now more of a solid like caramel casing on the ground due to the intense heat. But there are two caves to either side of you. One you see seems to, on the right, you can't see as it seems to turn off rather quickly off to the right and descend down. The other seems to be just a small little indent with a what looks to be a very thin crack that continues on, where you can see things that seem to glow and shimmer. So right or left is the question as you look about.
Right is always right.
It's wise
No,
words,
no.
Shaco.
I was told that left was right.
No, right is right.
I don't think that's how directions work.
But
I'm going to the right.
well, I'm
No,
gonna
hold
go
on,
to the
hold on.
left.
If Daka can make a compelling argument of why we should go left, I'll consider it. What do you got?
Well,
I'm just gonna start walking to the right.
because
No.
left is the
I
right
didn't
way
stop.
to go, and I'm gonna go to the left.
Alright.
Okay.
On one hand, I want to keep the party as whole as possible, but I can't. But 2 and 2 is not. Oh no. I'll keep an eye on Daka, I guess.
Okay.
All right, Bastion.
We're gonna take...
Now the question is where is Goji going to go?
Well, he's dead.
Goji is currently talking to his inner demons that are
Can
summoning
we
him.
roll a D4 for who he follows?
No, I'm gonna roll a d4. I'm gonna roll something else to see if the demon decides to take his soul.
Oh,
Ah.
that's unfortunate.
Well, that was an accidental roll, so I'll count that. Okay. Alright. Keep that noted for later. You all notice as Goji seems to somewhat freeze and not move. As you lot, though, start to split up, immediately upon going in, starting with Sieko and Daka, 5 feet into this very well lit cave from the outside sun, you and now lava in the central of the pass that's still glowing and molting and bubbling. You see a big wall with a small crevice on the other, on the one side of it. Otherwise, the walls all seem to be made of solid orange rock, from what you roughly guess.
Okay, so I saw this on me entertainment box in my tower once. That if you just squeeze up against it, you'll slide through.
All right, let's see what you got.
Okay. Daka, as you kind of squeeze over, Alright. One sec. As you're doing so, Daka, are you gonna try and suck in your gut and really squeeze through this with all your might?
I gotta.
Okay. As you do so, you suddenly notice, Sieko, as you're watching Daka fail at putting any piece of his thickness in through this wall for a moment. Daka suddenly seems to grow really thin as his muscles seem to slowly deflate one after another. And you watch as the orb starts to cover him in what looks to be, starts to spout out this weird liquid on his side that seems to kind of climb itself onto him, and starts to pull him through the wall. No, you're good, Goji. It was one. You're fine. Daka squeezes right through to the other side moments later. Daka, you don't reinflate, and now you're covered in what you think is ooze.
See, Siaka, I told you, you're just gonna do the same thing.
Daka, do you have dark vision?
Let me double check. Yes.
You see a scroll on the in the middle of this little round room now, and a nice little glowing knife with some weird runes drawn on it. Also, on the back side of the wall, you notice 2 golems that seem to have a strange fleshy-like material they're made out of. And as well as then you start to hear laughing.
Hey, Mr. Golems, you mind if I take this scroll and knife?
You hear more laughing. Sieko, as your locate creature goes off, it's on the other side.
All right, I'm gonna use a cantrip to teleport in.
All right. Wait, what cantrip are you using?
Well, because I have all cantrips, so the 30-foot teleport cantrip I technically have, because the ring has all cantrips.
Okay.
What cantrip is that?
Wait, yeah, which cantrip is that?
I was say I have to find it because it's not one of the ones he added to my list.
Look up the spell real quick, and it's in the 5e stuff. So, Daka, as you say this, no one seems to do it. Nothing seems to move, but the laughing continues.
Well, I know I'm quite a jokester, but I think what I said was super funny.
DM stepping into the mist.
Okay. Daka, as you say this again, you hear the laughing get louder.
Well, I'm glad I can bring some happiness to some people. However, I need to collect these things. Sheko, have you came through yet?
As you turn back to shout this, Sieko is nowhere.
Oh.
Oh well.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna. I'll pick up that. I'll just be taking these then. Thank you for the laughs. I'm glad I was able to bring some humor into your lives.
As you reach down to grab the knife, give me a dex save.
Oh, I'm super not good at those. 16.
16. You suddenly take 7 points of slashing damage, magical, and you feel some of your skin be ripped off your back.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that was very nice. Who did that?
As you turn around to look, there's nothing there. You just see the splatter of your blood from the skin being torn on the wall now.
That was very nice. Well, I'm gonna go back to it. Appreciate it.
You gonna grab the knife again? Try and grab the knife again, or are you gonna go back to the hole?
I'm gonna try to grab the knife again.
Okay. Alright, give me another dex save.
11.
Am I technically within?
No, you're gonna find out. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Don't worry. I always like to do one party member at a time when they doom themselves. You suddenly feel, Daka, another tear on your back. This time only doing 5 points of magical blood or slashing damage as you feel another tear ripped off.
Who keeps doing that? That's not very nice, you know.
The laughing continues. Give me a perception check.
12.
As you look around, and with 12 not looking up, there's nothing in
Not
the room that's
looking
moved.
Okay, well, I mean, I know it's up, but
Jesus, well, I guess third time's the charm.
Okay, give me another dex save.
3.
Yeah, now I get to roll 2 of these.
Oh god.
You
This is
take
nice.
15 points of magical slashing damages again. Now your back is, the entire top layer of your back is torn off. Your shirt is torn to shreds, and you feel the blood splash off slightly.
This really hurts. 'Cause I know harmfulness is quite humorous, but you gotta know when to take a pause for dramatic effect. You see, when it comes to comedy,
As Daka begins to do this, Daka, give me a con save. Are you immune to sleep?
No.
Okay.
13.
Daka, you start to get really drowsy.
all this pain and comedic stuff's making me quite tired. So
And-
I'm gonna put on my sleeping cap. And I'm gonna do a little honk shoe for just a little moment.
The laughing continues, getting deeper and louder, but as you start to think it's gonna keep you awake, you suddenly find yourself slipping off to dreamland.
Oh, I like Dreamland.
Sieko, jumping over to you as you cast Misty Step, or stepping into the mist rather. Yeah, that's correct, Goji. As you cast Stepping into the Mist, you expect to jump through and be on the other side with Daka, but you suddenly find yourself popping into the curved area where Bastion and Tictric seem to suddenly be casting, and you see as both their eyes start to glow gold in the dark light. As you suddenly find yourself now standing in front of them in the opposite cave.
Oh, you decided to go to the right.
And you see as
I'm
Goji
also
come-
going to give
comes around the
Sieko
corner.
true sight then.
Okay.
So the spell lasts an hour, so I still feel where the creature is.
Yep. And you notice it's still down this tunnel, this one.
I'm gonna start leading the way. I'm going with the creature. I know where it is.
Oh, well, lead the way.
All right.
All right, Goji. I assume you're just gonna you'll continue to follow with the party.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Daka, feel free to narrate your dreams in the Discord chat.
You see, I'm frolicking in a barley
chat,
field.
what up?
In the chat.
Not allowed.
Tadaka's
What?
intelligence.
Well, I'm not going to type it, so you don't get nothing.
Do we hear Daka way off in the distance
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
tunnel?
No, sadly you do not. But
He's
He's
dreaming.
not that loud of a
no,
snorer.
but the creature's very confused, and Daka starts saying this out loud while snoring in between snoring.
He speaks in his sleep.
But as you lot start heading straight down, Sieko, you manage to navigate these tunnels. You notice immediately with your tremor sense passive, the cave is pretty straightforward. There's not much of a different direction. You take one more turn to the left, and you hear down at the end of the hallway some wet smacking. With your guys' true seeing, minus Goji, who doesn't have it on him currently. But Goji, you have dark vision, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
you just never added it to my race.
Yeah. So as you look down, I always ask because I never remember. As you all look down, you see as this horseman, this grafted on humanoid body onto a horse with no skin and just covered in these red muscles, is sitting there chewing on the body part of some creature that looks to have been once something with a full hand and arm, as it seems to be tearing at a forearm. And notice about 3 other smaller versions of it kind of walking around it, also chewing on different pieces of flesh, as they're just bones all about the tunnel. The tunnel's about 5 feet wide and about 10 feet tall in total. And it goes down to about 20 feet straight in one direction. You don't notice any other exits than the one you came through. But this is
It's a
definitely
long corridor.
Yep. So, what would
Very
you like
good.
to do?
Optimal for fighting.
It's optimal for this creature.
It's optimal for me. I cracked my knuckle.
Going to the front with Sieko leading the way.
Nice dragon lady.
You also start to notice, Sieko, with True Seeing and being in the front, the creature's growing a new head, and it looks to be greenish in its color.
I'd like to give like an animalistic snarl towards the creature.
Roll intimidation.
$32.
34. It beats you. It does not seem affected. The creature
Charismatic.
continues to chew.
I like to stealth because I'm a rogue. I should probably do that.
All right, roll stealth.
Should be easy. I'm big enough to block the entire corridor.
I rolled double 5s.
Nice.
25.
Rolls low. Still gets over 20. Alright. And so it'll be Sieko marching order behind with Bastion behind him, Tekdrik, and then Goji at the back.
Yep. And once I can get close enough to Goji, I will also give him True Seeing.
Okay.
can
Goji,
see.
your eyes start to suddenly glow and light up the entire room. Now it's not just different colors of gray. Now it is a full true sight. Your eyes light up the cave. You suddenly notice, as all of your true sight really kind of sets in, the cave walls have people in them. It looks like their bodies have been grafted onto the walls themselves and seem to be still somewhat alive, as you notice their chests are moving up and down slightly as if they're breathing in a rhythmic fashion.
It's weird.
Caleb, for Goji's notes,
This is
feel
horrific.
fully-
I love it.
Yeah, I know, right? Feel fully free to shoot fire blast. The name is right on me. I heal from fire, so just go crazy.
I'm gonna see what's gonna happen here. I'd like to activate my tattoo to turn incorporeal.
As you do, almost immediately... Oh shit, now I have to roll on the wild... Do you want to roll for your wild magic effect? Or would you like me to?
Yes! I want to
I-
roll the magic.
For Daka, or is this for me?
No, this is for you, Tikdrik.
Sure. Well, I'll roll it. Why not?
Alright, give me 2d100s.
I got you.
Join me.
First one is a 59. The second one is a 15.
All of the creatures suddenly look at your direction.
That's what I
And they
want.
see me.
They can see you.
Well, I'm gonna go into the wall. Can they see me now?
Your incorporeal does not go off properly.
Oh,
Your spell
shit.
does not activate. You watch as
Hey.
suddenly red crystals in the chests of each of these. Now you notice the fleshy beings that have been grafted on the wall start to glow in their faces as you notice the eye sockets, mouth, and ears are all filled with weird red crystals growing out of them. They start to glow and they start to slowly hum a strange tune. Almost as if a deadly melody starts to begin. And that boosts this creature's initiative by 20 points. Alright. Tigrick, your incorporeal does not work, though.
Okay. I will say, probably no magic, guys. I think they're eating it or something.
The giant, what you now assume to be some sort of flesh golem, Sieko, starts to move its hooves back as if it's getting ready to charge. Let's roll initiative, boys, including Daka.
Let's say, it's not coming at anything. I plant my shield and I wave my finger like a come at me motion.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh,
You know,
that's another 5 for a 10.
For having a +1, I rolled pretty well.
24.
24. God damn, Bastion. Finally, you got that good
Hey,
initiative.
hey, Robert, if you want to use that necklace, go for it. I don't give a fuck.
I have an advantage.
Be careful,
for
these
initiative.
things
I rolled
literally are made of
3 and
fire.
it's 7. I got
Ouch.
a 9.
That's unfortunate. The
So is
creature,
Daka's life.
the creature at its invitation comes charging forward. Daka, suddenly you are now on the shoulder of this creature, staring as you're charging down Sieko.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. My name's Daka, playing Daka, right?
The screeching in the room is driving a massive headache. Your head is hurting, and you see as you're charging forward with this creature, not being able to control it, your body is starting to form on one of the walls.
That's not very... Hey, you know, that's not where that's supposed to be. So, can you put my head back on my body, please?
Alright. I will answer that after Goji. As the creature comes charging, as Daka says this comfortably, it's going to rush forward, and it's going to shoot off a heat beam, which is fire damage. It's a con save, but you guys can't. Yeah, why not? Alright, give me con saves for the entire party, minus Daka.
Is there an additional effect, or is it just fire damage?
It's just fire damage.
Then I'm not going to resist, because the more he does, the more I heal.
Okay.
Okay, con save.
Nat 20 for a 28, but I'm immune and resistant anyway.
Okay.
That's 17. What's Siego's bonus? +5, right? 22.
Plus 5. Oh, plus 5.
Okay, so Tigrick is the only one who fails because Goji
That's a
also
shame.
gets the bonus.
Also immune to fire.
Yep. Tigrick, you're the only one not immune to fire, and you're the one about to
Being-
hit. Yes?
Seeing the fire come at him, I open my arms up and I'm like, yes!
As
I
you do
have-
so, you watch as each of the fleshed creatures that have been grafted on the wall start shooting this beam off as well, hitting every single one of you. That is 55 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'm double resistance, so that's going to be reduced to, what is that?
27
to 13.
Yeah, thank you. Alright. And that...
The Echo's now wearing an armor of fire as 10 HP.
Yeah. As you as the fire hits you, the creature kind of seeming slightly confused, but as it's still charging forward, it is going to suddenly shoot its arm out at you, Sieko, and you watch as a giant mouth appears on its hand as it tries to take a bite out of you. And rolls a nat 1. Oh, please don't confirm. Oh, thank God. I assume a 17 or an 18 doesn't hit your AC.
It does not, no.
You know, I wish I had immunities. I don't have any of those, or resistances. Yeah, at least I'm not vulnerable to anything, but still.
The creature ends its turn and then activates Daka's turn. And it is going to... I forgot you had boots of teleportation. God damn it, Daka.
That he never, he just has them. They're just,
But they're not
I can't-
attuned to him, so he
you
can't
see-
use them.
They're not his size.
I mean, they can be my size. I just can't attune to them yet because I'm all filled up.
I mean, that's fully fair. I'm just saying,
Oh,
but he just
no.
has them. Hunter, I have the same thing. I have so many items. I can't use.
Daka, your egg is now has entered the second stage.
Woo!
Oh boy.
All right. And that ends its turn, as it can't do anything else, and Duck only gets to do one turn. So, all right, Bastion, you're up.
All right, I've been over here thinking this whole time about what to do, and I need to find the thing again.
You good?
Am I like right in between Sea
Yep.
Echo and Tictric, so there's
Yep.
no spaces for anything?
There's not really any space, and it's 5 feet of movement, or it's 5 feet wide, so you can get around them.
Balls. Well, I guess for now, I will use a bonus action. I just look at Tictric and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna need some help." And I put my hand on his shoulder and cast the most demonic shield of faith ever.
Oh.
So you have a +2 bonus. To
You
your
watch
AC
as
for-
this pit fiend's face suddenly starts like skull kind of right like appears in front of you and around you, Tictric, and suddenly kind of pulls its presence onto you, surrounding you in a demonic presence. You don't
That's
feel
weird.
demonic, but at least you're shielded. And actually,
Sick.
because that's okay. Do you want to roll your D100s or shall I, Bastion?
Fuck it, let's do it.
All right, 2 D100s.
I'm gonna roll them on here because it's too much math with the dice.
No worries.
So
Fully-
first one's a 74, second one's a 57.
Oh, I need you both to make a charisma check then, Tictric and Bastion.
Charisma check.
Yes, correct. Check.
All right.
12.
12.
10.
All right. Bastion, you grow in size to the next size. Now hitting
Oh,
your
hell
head
yeah.
onto the roof.
I'm
Tic-Tac,
tall again.
You shrink down one size rank.
I'm back to medium.
This is permanent.
Permanent?
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
However, it is like a curse. You can have it removed. The remove curse later.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. You watch as the bodies glow and the crystals grow a little larger. All right.
No
Bash.
magic.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? You've cast shield.
I'm just going to hold my turn until I can strike one.
Okay. Goji, you're up. You're at the back of the party. You got 3 party members in front of you, and a 5-foot wide cave with a 10-foot height.
So I can't exactly shoot around them.
No, but I will say Doc is nowhere to be seen other than his head suddenly appearing on the monster's shoulder.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Daka just speaks slightly as he leans his head over as fucking Sieko and the creature are battling it out.
So, can you like, move me over? I need to see my friends a little better.
But Goshi, yeah, so what would you like to do?
Okay, how far away is the man that's charging at us? When I say man,
He is 15 feet in front of you, currently locked with Sieko in combat.
perfect. He's just in the right distance. I can
I will
invoke my
say-
undead.
Tictric's right in front of you, so if you're doing breath weapon, Tictric does have to make a save to avoid it.
Hey, man.
So I'm gonna invoke my new tattoo that I got from a sweet little dwarf.
Oh,
guy.
my. I just said. Okay.
All right.
I know. He doesn't care. And I am going to. I'm gonna hope. No, I don't see how this would be able to hit. So I'm gonna use my bonus action of Eldritch Maul
Okay.
and punch him.
All right. You watch as your hand extends out. Go ahead and roll to hit.
$34.
All right. 34 does hit. You can roll the damage of it. As you watch as this thing goes flying, this ghostly fist comes forward. 13. Okay. All right. Now, would you like to roll the D100s, or shall I?
2 D100s, I assume.
Yep, that is correct.
All right.
Just waiting for one of these to fuck us even more.
Oh, there's a really
Yeah.
bad one I'm waiting on. 57 for the first.
6 and 51.
Oh, 6 and 51. Perfect. Alright, 51.
I love wild magic. It's very fun.
You watch as the damage reduces and the creature's face suddenly re-heals back up.
Koji's offended. He's gonna punch again.
Alright. Oh, I can't wait till you guys get the bad table here. 33 hits. Alright, roll your damage.
Go make your hot dog.
Alright.
He
You
had
rolled
13.
13.
Alright.
So just an arm strike.
Okay, for 13 again. Alright, and then I'll just roll his 2D100s this time since he's making a hot dog. Oh, he got it. Never mind. Perfect.
9 and
9
44.
and 44. Alright, same table. Nothing happens yet again. The creature re-heals again. It's the same fucking range. Alright. I think Goji only has the 2 attacks. Screams bastard as he yells out loud. You see the crystals seem to grow larger. Oh, you're gonna. Oh. Tick Trick, I need a dex save from you.
What?
He's
Okay.
breathing fire.
No, that's just a check.
Oh, that's
he's
his
just,
check. Okay. Making sure.
He's not doing anything. That's just flavor.
Making sure. You roar. The creature roars back. You feel slightly intimidated.
You know, Goji, saying bad words is very rude.
There. Alright, Goshi. Does that end your turn, my man? God, now I want a fucking beef dog. God, you got me hungry. Alright. Sieko, finally, after all the shenanigans, you're up.
I'm gonna punch him.
Magically?
No.
Alright.
I was cracking my knuckles for a reason.
Probably a good idea.
First swing, that's a 17.
That does not hit.
Second swing, that's a nat 20.
That hits. Go ahead and roll to confirm.
No confirm.
Okay. It's also that this time I'm going to tell you it's actually the creature's crit immune, so I'm just having you do this for the flavor.
Because it doubles, that's 20 bludgeoning damage.
Well, he's
Yep.
crit immune, so he doesn't double damage.
Yeah, that's fair. Still 10.
10 points.
However, I need a dex save for the Fist of a Right.
Alright. Dex save. That is a 12.
That's a fail.
It's not very dexterous.
This is gonna hurt just a little bit. Let's see. So, that's 50.
Alright. What type of damage?
It is a mix of 4 types.
Yeah, if I remember, you have to pick your damage type.
No. Fist of a Right, if they fail, he gets all 4 in one punch. It's Force, Thunder, Cold, and Fire mixed together.
Perfect. And that's how much? 50... What?
It's 50.
Okay. The creature... As you hit the creature with this magical damage, it slams into its face. Give me 2D100s.
Not
As
magical.
we've talked about
Is it
before,
not?
it is not magic. It is my organs. It's an organ thing. I just produce these elements.
Oh, is this one? Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
This is my biology.
I forgot I gave you that. Yep.
I'm gonna 2 more times.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can keep it going. 32.
That hits.
So that's another 10. Another dex save.
Alright. 10 down. There we go. It is going to... That's a 9.
Fail.
It's gotta try.
Let's roll these again. Less damage. It's 46 this time.
Alright. As you slam back and forth on the creature, Daka, you suddenly feel your body taking hit after hit. Daka, please feel free to remove. Give me 1 sec. 116 points of damage from your HP pool.
Holy fuck.
As the creature is going to use its legendary ability. And
You guys hurt a lot.
And heal all of its damage back as Daka starts spitting up blood.
Ouch. Can you not do that, sir? That's not very nice.
As,
Well-
Sieko, you just see the color drains from Daka's face as the creature's wounds re-heal themselves.
You took my green!
I don't know how to remove him from this.
Rage!
Alright.
But
Yeah.
in clear Echo fashion, I still have another swing.
Alright.
$29.
That hits.
Another dex save and 10 more bludgeoning.
That's a 15 this time.
Still a fail.
God damn it.
$49.
Okay. As you slam into the creature again, it takes the hit this time without issue. Daka still kind of his head lazily off to the side, looking a lot more damaged than the creature is. All right.
I mean, that is the end of my turn.
All right.
I will shield the faith myself. Actually, no.
No.
I won't. No, I don't need it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Tictric, you're up.
Oh, okay. How many of these gems are on these walls and stuff?
You count. Give me a perception check.
Perception. 13.
13. You count in total 23 bodies with at least 4 crystals growing out of each.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Now, are any ones specifically bigger than other ones?
Nope.
Or are they all growing at the same
They seem to be
rate?
growing at the same rate. However, you do notice that they stop glowing every time you guys stop casting magic.
Wow, yeah. Telling people fucking know magic and you know,
Hey,
they
you're
all listen.
welcome. I didn't use my. I have
Yes.
a lot of use.
Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and stab one of them.
Okay.
The bodies in the wall
Alright.
with a normal dagger.
Okay.
Please just don't stab my body. That's not a very nice thing to do.
Okay, give me a second. Been a while since I use a freaking normal dagger.
No, you're good.
Just a plus 10. Okay.
Just a plus 10.
Yes. Quite sad. That's 13.
Daka, does a 13 hit your AC?
No.
Yeah.
I did not aim for Daka, but
I know.
just a
You
general
watch
hit.
as the
Okay.
dagger goes and bounces off the body that is currently in this portion in this wall. As you look at the creature, it's a mountain elf from what you'd gather, or at least an elf, because you don't know the difference, Tictric, personally. But it's a tan elf.
So you know what? Instead, for my second attack, can I just try and take the gems?
Oh yeah.
Come on,
What would
buddy.
that
You
be?
could rip yourself out. I know you can do it.
I would. That'll take a strength check.
Sleight of hand?
No.
Strength check?
Because you're not trying to hide it. You're just trying to grab it and pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Strength check. Okay. Wow. Wow, I'm rolling shit today, boys. 7.
As you go to grab onto it, you suddenly feel your body drain. Are you immune to necrotic?
I am.
Oh, perfect. You take no points of damage, but you feel your body, the life force start to drain slightly and then return to you. As you fail to pull the crystal out.
Don't touch the crystal.
You get the
it's-
Tictric in your mind for just a moment. You saw death, and
Jesus.
you think you're lucky stars that you aren't immune to that damage.
Oh, if I'm the only one that could do it. Alright. I still have a bonus action. Bonus action, I'm going to Giant Smite, which will make me large again. I'm large again.
Now you're
Look
back
at
to
that.
your normal size. Yep. Okay.
I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and I will try, since I have not moved, to grab it again.
Okay.
If I could click the button. 17.
17. Are you immune to fire damage?
I am very resistant.
It's just
Good.
random damage.
It is random damage. It's based on the spells that have been absorbed into these things. That is 80 points of fire damage. Reduced is 40. As
Reduced
you
again is
pull-
20. Reduced again because I'm going to reaction. Reduce that to 10.
Okay. As you pull yet again, the crystal does not budge.
Okay, really don't touch the crystals. Okay. This is annoying. We've got one attack left that I can't really do anything with it. So I'm going to
this
throw the
guy's
dagger at
really
the
sucks.
the giant fire thingy.
Okay.
Let's. Okay. 24.
24 does hit its AC. If you,
Check.
because you're aiming for the creature that is fighting with Sieko, correct? The
Yeah.
horseman.
So that's a d4 plus 5. 9
All right.
non-magical piercing damage.
You watch as the dagger lands into it, and the creature kind of doesn't even seem to react to it.
Can I have
Sorry, that's
that
my turn.
dagger real quick?
Huh?
Can I have that dagger?
The creature just kind of turns its head and growls at you as it continues to fight.
Use it,
Sieko.
Daka. Fight your enemy. Cut yourself out.
All right, Daka. Give me a con saving throw. It is now your turn.
You know what? I have lucky. I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I don't want to fail this.
Thank you.
All right, we'll try this again.
All right.
It does a 21 save.
You
are
close.
next.
Uh,
You are
20.
next.
It's a 26.
as
Oh, because I'm right there, aren't I?
no, no, Daka's actual body isn't in the room.
I thought you said it appeared on the wall.
Yes, actually, yes, you are right. So your body is slowly appearing there, so you would get the bonus. So 26 does succeed. Daka, you watch as your head being there, you see your body start to fade out of the wall once more. You have to make that save 2 more times, and you will be free.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Now, will you live that many turns?
Am I allowed to rage while on his shoulder?
Sure. You're now frothing at the mouth and angry while on his
I
shoulder.
Oh god, Doc.
I mean, I am coherent while raging, but I'm doing this for just the effect that
Yeah.
it is.
Yo, smash your head into his head.
Yeah, Hunter, headbutt him. Get his ass.
He can't make any moves. He can't move his head around too much while it. However, the creature is going to make its turn. Daka's AC is 19. That does hit. Daka, you feel a slight pain as more of your flesh is ripped off. The body is slowly being morphed into the wall. Grafted into the wall. Okay. And thus ends that creature's turn. This one's going to try and activate the bodies. And fails. Oh, please don't. Well, that's 2 nat 1s. Oh, fuck me.
Woo!
I'm using custom rolls for this because I have something else set up for it. Okay, you watch as one of the creatures, the smaller flesh golems in the back, that looks to be like a miniaturized version of the large one you're fighting, Sieko, goes to grab one of the crystals out of the mouth of one of the victims further into the cave and incinerates itself down to nothing but ash.
Oh, really don't touch the crystals.
Diego looks back at the creature and looks at the big one and is like, wow, okay.
Alright. The other one's the last one is going to do its thing. Oh.
Is you a natural one again?
Fuck!
Oh,
God
dude.
damn it, my
Wow.
I'm not using my metal dice anymore tonight. And again, you watch as the next one, grabbing from one of the mouths crystal and pulling it out, the creature incinerates itself with fire as it implodes.
Okay.
You call those goons?
The creature turns its head, and you see as the creepiest smile of what looks to be shards of bone that have been stuck into the mouth of this creature, and pieces of flesh and blood coming out of it. As it ripples through, slowly expanding, getting larger and larger until the smile opens up to be almost to the ears.
My stomach also has a snarling smile. I enjoyed
Hey,
watching those things.
And it's really
Okay.
big now.
Looks like Bastion's stomach.
It is going to use its paralysis beam as it's going to shoot it out at Sieko. Sieko, I need. Actually, the entire party gets this. I need con saves from everyone. Minus Daka.
Bonus.
Con save.
27 succeeds, Goji.
24.
17.
Fail, Tick Trick. 24 plus
Damn.
what? 5?
For Sieko, it's +6. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess 30.
30. You're good. Sieko.
Oh, it was an 18 then.
Sieko, you fail. Tick Trick, you fail. So the two of you do. You are both now paralyzed for 10 rounds or 1 minute.
Damn.
Meaning you can't move, and you're considered incapacitated.
Well, that's very unsportsmanlike, sir.
It just turns and smiles at you. It's going to now open its jaw all the way, and it's going to try and swallow Sieko whole. So give me a second. It is going to make a con
Can I-
save. Yes.
Since I've been holding my action,
Yeah.
can I try to stab it in the mouth while its mouth is open?
Yeah. Feel free to make an attack.
Okay. 15.
15. 15 does not hit. As you go to stab at the creature, the knife seems to bounce off the flesh. It's got to make a con save against Sieko. And it fails. Sieko, you are just currently wrapped in its mouth, still standing there. As it's trying to pull you up, and it doesn't seem to be able to latch into your scales.
Is it realizing how heavy I am? It's like
It seems to be, but it's still going to make a second, or its last try at it. Fuck me. As it continues, you feel it's trying to dig its teeth in and pull you up, but it seems to be struggling quite a good bit. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Alright. That ends its turn. It is fine. Bastion, you used your action, so you used your held action from last round, so you're up next, though.
Okay. So it's still right in front of me?
Yeah, its face is fully in front of you, wrapping around as it's trying to suck down Sieko.
Did it look like it had any shot of eating Sieko, or...
Sexual harassment.
It is. And as far as it goes, you can't tell. You're not familiar with this creature. Its mouth is big, and it enlarged to an ungodly size to wrap around Sieko. You'd assume the creature's probably got capabilities to do so.
Am I able to, move Sieko, or it's grappling Sieko, right?
Technically, yes.
Alright, I'm going to swing at it and try to free up Sieko.
Okay.
Damn it. 18?
18 fails.
Alright, and then... That'd be my second attack for an action, right?
Correct.
And then I haven't moved, so I get 2 more attacks.
Correct.
16.
16, nope.
There we go. 28.
And is this just a pull, or are you just trying to stab the creature? Just to make sure.
I'm trying to, stab it.
Yep, hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. That's 12 magical piercing.
Okay.
Pin cold.
Okay.
Second, getting there. I'm also going to use my brutal strike.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be another 6 magical piercing.
Alright. As you stab into the creature, you watch as this orangish red blood goes squirting out onto the wall. One of the corpses that have been kind of grafted onto it starts to scream immediately, and it heals its damage up, and you watch as the body dies and the crystals stop glowing.
Let's see. I still have a bonus.
Yes.
Is this
Oh,
pro
and
thing
an
con
attack.
or concentration?
Huh?
Is this pro thing concentration?
No, it's just a beam.
Okay.
Sorry, and what'd you say, Bastion?
I said and another attack.
Yep.
I don't like it. Well, I guess I killed one of them, so I might as well try again. 25.
25 hits.
Cool. That's only 9 piercing
Okay.
and 8 cold.
All right. You watch as you stab, little ice chunks kind of pop into the wound. The creature seems unfazed.
Is it still holding on to Sieko?
It is.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna do, I think, what I would think right in the moment. Sieko, I need a charisma saving throw.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
my charisma saves are so high.
Or does it matter since he's paralyzed?
He's
I don't-
considered incapacitated, so he can't move or speak. So, depends on what the
Paralyzed only
spell's
affects
reference.
like dexterity and strength, so
Yeah.
he's fine.
Okay.
28 to save.
Well, I guess unless you're willing.
Well, he doesn't know what's going on. He's surrounded by mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Sieko,
Well,
you do see creatures inside this thing's throat, by the way, down it. So, but good.
I would say I technically have blind sight because of an item, so I can see what he's doing.
You can't tell. No, you wouldn't be able to tell that he's casting magic outright. You just know that he's doing that. He's moving his hands and such.
Well,
Blind sight
Yeah.
does not imply the understand. It's like if I start moving my hands around in weird succession, you know, you're not going to know what I'm doing. I could be explaining something. I could be just trying to sign to someone, you know, unless you recognize what it is
Yes,
exactly.
Batman is totally signing to someone that's not me when I'm the only person in front of them.
You don't know.
100%.
Would I be able to tell him telepathically
Yeah, you could.
what this
how-
happened?
Yeah. I'll give that. I'll allow that. So, Sieko,
Sure.
are you going to choose to resist or no?
No, I'm gonna hope he's not fucking me over. Go
Alright.
for it.
All right.
I'm going to plane shift him to the King's Head Tavern. I was told I'm not allowed back there.
You suddenly appear covered in digestive juices, Sieko, dripping with the nasty scent of corpse. And the tiefling barkeep just kind of looks over and goes, that's why
Am I still paralyzed?
you are. And you watch as he snaps his fingers, and you suddenly find yourself standing behind Goji now at the back.
Now, DM.
Yes,
Now you said that magical effects end when they go into there.
that's true. Your paralysis does end once you come out. Once you are find yourself now behind Goji.
There you go.
So you are at the back of the party.
On my next turn, I have a plan.
All right.
Alright.
Bastion, does that end your turn?
I believe that would be all I could. Yeah.
All right. Goji, Sieko suddenly appeared behind you, and now you're only 2 people from the front. What would you like to do? I'll give him a second to unmute.
I have an odd feeling it's going to involve more wild magic rules.
All right.
Give him a second.
Also, I'm going to apologize now, Gordon. My plan does involve one spell I have to cast.
Okay.
Okay, realize you were talking to me. That's great. I was gonna ask, Jansen, is the flint and what I think it is? Am I gonna use this as a flamethrower again?
No. What? It has nothing to do with you.
You just said that as you appeared behind me. Goji is scared. All right. I am going to. There is no way for me to move past the people that are currently in front of me to this creature.
Correct.
Okay.
For the record, I am 10 foot tall now, just in case anybody missed that.
Yeah. You're my
Yeah,
height.
Bastion got tall.
I can't punch over 10 feet tall people. And I can't do anything. So I'm just gonna start holding my my breath. I'm gonna start holding the shin breath
Okay.
Oh God.
opening.
All right, give me a con
Goji,
check for
you,
the first
you
one.
hear in your head, I'm fire immune. You're
I'm not, and I'm in the
do
way.
whatever.
Teachers.
He's stuck. He can't incorporate his way
I
out.
can't move.
Alright,
Alright.
Goji, give me a con check. Yeah, con save works.
Yeah, con-
Yep. 15 works, okay. Alright.
Alright.
You start charging up your breath. Alright.
And yeah, we
Anything?
use both for that.
Sorry?
I said I don't know if it'll speed up the process or double it, but I would use both of my actions for it.
Okay, roll again.
I'll do the right
You
one
ha-
this time.
You have Sieko's bonus.
Alright.
It's an addition.
Okay, I'll keep that note. You watch as Goji's stomach is starting to slightly inflate. Not much, but it's starting to glow as well under his neon scales. Alright. And that ends your turn, I assume, Goji?
Yep.
Alright, Sieko, you're up.
I'm gonna prep the D100s now because I'm gonna cast Stepping into the Mist to get behind the creature.
Ah. Okay. Didn't go well for you last time, but alright.
I'll roll one at a time. Let's see how this goes. That's an 8 for
Okay.
the first. And the second is an 80.
You added a 0.
Let's see.
Yeah, I just added a 0 to the end.
The spell components are not consumed. You keep your spell slot. Doesn't really do
It's a
anything.
Of a cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah, you find yourself teleporting behind the creature.
Now I get 4 swings because that was a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see what you got.
Sieko says round 2, motherfucker, and I'm gonna start swinging.
Is he flanking?
It is
His passion's
flanking.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, then, well, you can't crit him, so if it's 28.
28
First roll.
hits.
Alright. Let's just stack all the hits before I start making you make deck saves and stuff. We'll see how many we get. That's an 18.
18 does
With
not hit.
advantage? Damn.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, advantage. Second roll. 27.
Hits.
Respectable. Alright. 23.
That hits. Just barely.
And the last roll is a 28.
That hits.
That's 40 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and I need 4 separate deck saves for the right fist.
Alright. One sec. Let me scroll up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. 19, 20, 8, and 10.
You got 1 success.
Alright. Roll up
I-
your damage.
Actually, has the it's still deck save 20. All right, yeah. So first of all, the flat damage before I roll. So that's 48, 51. That's 61 for the
Okay.
flat damage.
Alright.
And then this is a lot of D8.
Mm-hmm.
16, 24, 26. That's 132.
Okay. It's going to activate its reaction for this round. In Daka, you are going to lose 44 HP. As it's going to use you to heal, and you watch as Daka's head goes down.
Yep.
And it's going to spend the rest to heal off of one of its grafted bodies. Let's roll the damage for it. Fuck, it's always fire damage. It gains another 70 HP back from the body next to it as part of that, because it can heal up to 2 times for it. And that's going to launch its fire damage on it. Sieko and Bastion, you're immune to fire, so it won't matter. It's immune to fire, so it doesn't matter.
But I need the...
That's fair. That is 20 points. Oh, that's unfortunate. 20 points of healing for you for the fire total damage. Or 10, I guess, if you're halved.
I am gaining so much temp HP.
Alright. Daka's head, you see, drops. Actually, Daka, you know what? Roll me a d6. Because your body is still now in the wall, so...
Alright, a d6.
Let's tell you how you can hurt your teammates.
Six.
It's always fire damage. What the fuck? Alright, give me a d100 roll for yours.
Alright.
Because this will hit Tikdrik, Bastion, and Goji.
That'll be a 73.
Alright. So for those non-fire immune or resistant, that's 73 points of damage. Tictric, can you do the math real quick?
Yeah, I get you. It's 36, and then down to 18 for me.
There you go. All right, and those who are immune take nothing. All right. Sieko.
I didn't know resistance is stacked.
Mine do for the reasons why one's innate and one's from an item.
Okay.
Sieko, is there anything else you can do?
No, that is my turn.
All right. Tictric. Well, now there's only a Goji behind you.
I'm paralyzed, so I gotta,
That's true.
spend my turn to make a save.
Yep, so I need a con save.
Please. Plus Seiko's bonus. You know what? I'll lucky that.
Grumpy, you are too far away now.
Fuck.
From my...
Oh, well then don't even bother. You can't make the save. It's
Okay.
24. All right.
My aura's not 30 feet yet. That's a higher level thing. It's only 10 feet.
Daka, you don't have to make a death saving throw, and you'll find out why. All right. Daka, you wake up in the other room at 1 HP, back in the cave, staring up at a very stout-looking mountain elf who is with long, ragged black hair and very sharp teeth, who seems to be cutting pieces of your flesh off of you.
That's not very nice of you now, isn't it?
You're on 1 HP. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Miss Tara, do you mind if you help me out a little bit? That'd be very nice of you. I'm in a dangerous and precarious situation.
All right. You're doing a channel divinity basically. I'll tell you what. Give me a wisdom check.
8. You know what? Can I throw an amulet? Can I put an amulet on this creature?
Are you gonna try? You can try.
I have a decent strength if that's what needs to be done.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll let you try. Go ahead and roll
I
a
assume
strength
it's
check.
a strength check.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
19.
Man, this dice right now is not rolling well. As you throw an amulet onto the creature, you watch as a tabaxi woman suddenly appears behind it and shanks the mountain elf in the back once. He takes 100 points of fucking damage. Jesus criminy.
Besides for a win!
As the stab goes in, you see radiant light glow out, and you watch as Terra seems to grab something out of the creature's pocket and then disappear. It freaks out and starts panicking as it's running around, and then disappears into a cloud of smoke.
I just shanked him and stole his shit.
Classic parasites. That's the nice lady I know.
Daka, you are still. You look about your body. You're missing your entire chest has been flayed, your entire back, and both your arms.
I'm in extreme pain.
Yeah. Speaking of which, give me a con save at the end of your turn. But is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't have any means to heal myself. I don't think. Hold on. Let me.
Do you have a health potion? I think you still have one.
I do. I do have a potion of healing superior.
There you go.
I actually have
You might
3
wanna
of them.
drink that.
Yeah, because we handed some out like a long time ago. You never used them.
Yeah. All right. So an 8d4 plus 8.
All right. Feel free to heal yourself up.
Come on, big money. 20
All right.
plus 8, so 28.
You managed to succeed the con as the sleep gas is dissipating, managing to keep consciousness.
Nice. Honk shoe once more.
Yep. All right. And that will wrap up your turn for the con after the con save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on to the next. This creature's going to now grab the crystal. Okay, that was a cock die. Give me a minute. Fucking worse. I should have taken the cock die. I haven't rolled above a 10 now. Fuck me. The creature goes to. You see as it starts to pull something out of like a bone out of the flesh of one of the bodies at the very back. And it seems to be tugging on something, but seems to fail to do so. It's going to make a second run try. Can all right. If I could roll something else other than a 2. It continues to fail as it does nothing. Ending its
It
turn.
won't budge. I tried to.
Yeah. All right. Back up to the top of the order. The flesh golem that is now going to or not turn and is going to instead swing on to.
Wait, what just went then?
Huh? That was one of the smaller ones. There was 3 of the small
They died. Oh,
There-
3 of them.
There
Oh,
was 3
oh
of
there's
them.
3
yeah.
of them.
You
Oh, I
killed
see.
2
Two
of them.
died.
2 of them died.
There's
One's
one
still
I
back there.
forgot there was 3. I
Yeah.
thought there was
There's
only 2.
back there.
All right. It is going to go ahead and not turning, swing on Bastion. See if I can
I
actually.
was say, for question's sake, can it even turn with how big it is and how wide its body, how long its body is?
You don't know. You'd assume it'd have ways to get around in this tunnel.
Honestly, because look at it, it looks like a giant horse.
Does a 12 hit Bastion?
No.
Oh man.
You're close.
You're getting there.
I assume a 10 doesn't. If I'm going in the other direction, you know.
Even closer.
you have to get a nat 1 to hit him. Come on.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it's the reverse.
It's not gonna move, so it's going
Kick-off
to
rules.
use its fucking attack again, and it's going to swing its axe once more. This time hitting a 23, because fuck that dice.
No.
Fuck! As
I was like, Bastion's the highest AC in the party.
As
He's
the
fat.
axe bounces off, alright, it's going to end its turn and use its legendary reaction now as to heal off of the 2 corpses. Fucking healing it for 80. And that will kill that creature, causing it to do damage in the back of the tunnel where the creature's trying to currently bite. Oh, good, that's acid damage. Let's see what that does. Oh, you watch as the third one that was trying to pull out the staff earlier suddenly gets spewed acid onto as it melts into the ground.
Oh, poor guy.
Now they're all dead.
Now they're all dead. Oh, man. Alright, now it ends its turn. Bastion, you're up. I think, Goji, you are technically the highest.
Best
AC.
part, I really contemplate going and walking pathing to kill those 3, and now I just don't have to bother.
There you go. Alright, Bastion, what would you like to do now?
I
want refuge.
am. Are the corpses medium or small?
Most of them seem to be medium. There is one small one.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to look over at the direction of one of the medium corpses, and I'm going to use Create Undead,
Okay.
which is my channel divinity.
Mm-hmm.
It uses the stats of the skeleton, except it has a strength of 16.
Does the creature have to be dead?
It turns into it raises a corpse or pile of bones of medium or small size they can see within 30 feet. Yeah.
So are you focusing on, I assume you're casting this from one of the corpses that you saw implode.
One of the dead corpses,
okay.
yeah.
Making sure. Okay, yeah, no. As the skeleton suddenly spews out of the corpse, it seems to just horrendously start vomiting bones out, a small skeleton appears. Now behind Sieko. Alright.
So that was a action.
Correct.
And now I can use a bonus action to command this thing.
Oh,
Click
you have
the
no
wrong
idea.
thing and change screen. Holy shit.
Goji, you have no idea what you guys are going to find down here if you look deeper.
More bodies.
Click the wrong.
You're good.
But
Goji looks harder.
okay, but for now, I will swing my dagger at it again.
Okay.
You're flanked
that's
with me.
a-
Kick its
That's
ass.
a 13. What's flank add?
That's advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, advantage.
Mhm.
Okay. 22.
22 hits.
Okay. Gross. 9 magical piercing, 6 cold, and another 7 magical piercing for brutal strike.
Okay. You all
Stabbing the big thing again.
as you watch Bastion stab into the creature, ice sparking at you, do notice some of the red muscles on it are starting to gray in color. All right. Bastion, as you slash into the creature, it seems to continue its focus on you. It's starting to lick its lips at you.
And eat off.
That's just called a 69, mate.
I was able to add a skeleton, so
Yes. Although it can't really attack because of the dimensions of the room, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
And there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Severed
the
the
best
guy,
you can
so-
do is stab Sieko in the back.
Well, it does have a short bow.
Oh, well then you can take shots, yeah.
There's no way to edit the strength on it, though, here, is there?
The bow is dex anyway.
So I'm going to use the bonus action to shoot at it.
Okay.
Does probably not. A 15 hit?
No, you watch as the arrow bounces off Sieko's shoulder and then kind of bounces off the creature.
Well, I'm not moving, so I'm stabbing this bitch. First one was a 16, doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, 27.
Is this with the skeleton or is this Bastion?
This is Bastion again.
Okay. 27 hits.
11 piercing
Okay.
and 16 cold.
Okay.
Rolled max cold damage.
You watch as more ice kind of starts to develop on the creature's side, where every wound that Bastion cuts into, more ice sparks off of it. And eventually is shattered as Sieko punches it. Alright.
Action surge.
Okay.
Uh,
To be fair,
dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that does not hit.
to be fair, my punches also do cold, so I'm also adding new cold spots.
That one missed too.
Fair.
Balls. What a wasted thing.
As you try and slash into it again, the creature seems to be getting wiser with you as it moves its Vorpal Great Axe with very little issue, blocking both your hits. Alright. Goji, you've only got a Tick Trick and a Bastion in your way, and Bastion's immune to fire.
And I am not and paralyzed and will immediately fail.
Exactly!
Yes.
So we...
Could I move Tick Trick behind me?
I can't resist.
Well,
him
he can't
moving me.
resist, so yeah, if you can pick
Also,
up his
he-
bloody weight, yeah.
Well, to be fair, I want to put this out there because can he not shoot over Tick Trick? Because he grew again. God damn it!
Yeah.
I grew again.
I was like, if you stayed small, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, Goji, you can try and pick up Tick Trick. How much can you lift?
I can lift.
Should be in your inventory.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. 750 pounds.
How much gear are you carrying right now?
114 pounds.
All right, Tick Trick, do you weigh more than 600 pounds right now?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you can pick up. Give me just a general strength check.
Would it help if I kicked backwards to help you?
What? No.
No, that
Flex him
that
over
could
your
land
head.
you on Tick Trick and could crush him to death. But
An 18 to just
I mean,
pick
that's
him
fun
up.
too.
yeah, that's
Round.
true. But Goji, as you go and you pick up Tick Trick, he doesn't seem to resist as he can't really move. And as you kind of like turn and set him down behind you, you're able to move up.
Stay. Turn back around towards the
You
creature.
dare.
You treat him like a dog.
I'll kick your ass.
I
You
pat him.
All right. As you pat Tick Trick feels a slight heat on his forehead from the handprint, but otherwise nothing seems to bother him. All right, you move one forward. Now you've got only Bastion between you and then the creature and then Sieko beyond that, who heals from fire damage.
Yeah, but I also heard that this creature is immune to fire. So this
Well,
is great.
That's a
No.
guess because of how it looks. We don't know.
We don't know.
Well, time to find out. I'm gonna shoot my breath at it.
All right.
The image.
Is that a
This looks
save
like-
or to an attack? To attack, I can't remember.
You have it as a 2 attack.
Okay, cool.
And
You
he
also
was
have it-
building it up.
Same move though.
18. You've got the 6 from Siek. Oh no, because Tick wasn't close enough, and then Goji wouldn't be. You'd have a +10 with the fact from your own breathing in. So that does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
One of the dice got stuck on the other 21.
Yeah, as you shoot out fire onto the creature, it flashes past, managing to hit Bastion, hit Sieko, and hit the creature. It seems you watch as the fire incinerates one of its muscles, or its shoulders, and the shoulders go from a reddish color to almost a grayish color immediately.
Hey.
It's not immune to fire. Kick its ass.
Again! I fired the other shot.
All right. This time it's just a normal roll. That does not. Oh, that's a nat 1. Roll again, please.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be the end of good.
If you have lucky, I might recommend using that.
Goji gonna Durmar?
No.
No.
No. Alright.
Not
The
even
fire goes shooting off into one of the walls, hitting one of the corpses. Roll your damage. There's a corpse with a 1 AC. So.
24 damage.
Okay. Alright, let's roll a d6 to find out what it's gonna spew. Oh, 1! You watch as the creature suddenly starts spewing out, like a bunch of cold, like snow onto the ground, hitting the skeleton next to, or in front of it, as it's on the opposite side of the skeleton. The skeleton takes, let me pull up my d100. 70 points of cold damage. I assume the
It
skeleton's
crumbles
dead.
back into bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Skeletons immune to cold.
What?
Question.
Aren't
Well,
skeletons immune to cold?
if you get bones cold
No.
enough, brittle and shatter.
Yeah, they freeze.
Okay.
Alright. Does that end your turn, Goji?
Really?
Third cousin.
That is my 2 actions. Did I move, technically?
Yeah, you would have moved 5 feet because you had to move Tick Trick out of your way.
Yeah.
So you had to
Okay.
move 5 feet
Good.
up. Okay.
And I'm not close enough for that, so yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Sieko.
In-
Yes?
In scientific terms, a skeleton would be weaker to cold than a normal person.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So if you ever feel chilly, it's because of your bones. Alright, Sieko, you're up.
No, not at all.
That's how it works. I've got a bachelor's degree. Doesn't matter what it's in. But, I've got papers to
definitely
prove I'm
matters what it-
educated.
I'm just gonna roll for my
Educated.
29,
That hits.
33,
That hits.
29 again,
That hits.
and a 23.
That also hits.
That's to 40 bludgeoning,
Alright.
4 dex saves.
Oh, no.
You gotta roll good.
Well, that's...
He has to roll well because he has to get a 19 or 20 to succeed.
I did not
but
roll well.
Oh.
It definitely did not.
You got a 10.
No, I got a 9. I got a +1.
Well, that's a 10.
I didn't roll above a fucking 10. God damn it.
Well, first 64 for the straight damage,
Okay.
and then I'll roll the 32 d8,
A few d8s.
and it's another 140.
Okay. Alright. It is hit half, so its special thing is going to activate. I need everyone except for Tick Trick and Daka to make me a dex save.
Thank God. If this is a reactionary thing, he already used his reaction. Just
No, this is a special thing that
Am
happens
I
because of
close
half
enough
health.
to Sieko?
Yeah, you would be.
Yes,
Okay.
you're the only one
um,
in my range.
So 17.
So that's +6.
Okay, 17 from Goji. Yeah, 26.
28.
All right, Goji, you suddenly feel your body being pulled into the ground. And it's with that ends its special thing. You can no longer move from your spot. Just as a heads up.
Well, I don't think that changes much. I'm gonna be honest.
Nope. All right, Sieko, does that end your turn though?
Yeah, and I want to put out that was a nat 20 dex save for me.
God damn it.
My
Alright.
dex is my low save.
Tick Trick, you're up. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I can't make save. Never mind.
Nope.
My turn's over.
Daka, you're awake. You're in a room. You're on your back and you're bleeding.
Yeah. Can I get up?
Yeah, as you get up, you also notice your orb's gone.
Fucking... Again?
The creature seemed to have taken it and run off. Also, you notice the egg's gone as well.
Oh, Hunter, that might be what Tara pickpocketed the guy for.
That's possible.
You might get it back.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Is there any direction to go?
Yeah,
Like-
you're still in that small little cave where you passed out earlier, with the knife and the spell scroll still laying in the center of the room.
Oh, can I pick up the knife and the spell scroll then?
Yeah. Give me a con save.
Not again.
I'm gonna lucky this one.
I was gonna say, Doc is about to fall right back to sleep.
I'm gonna lucky it again.
Why?
Well. 12.
Doc, you fall back to sleep.
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm just gonna leave now. Just the rolls are just 3s and just
I feel that
4s.
pain. I haven't rolled well in a while either. Don't feel bad.
At least you're rolling high enough to do hundreds of damage.
That's because this creature has a lot of bonuses. Otherwise, my low rolls are shit. Alright. The nice thing is the guy has been scared off and you didn't hear him laughing this time as you fell back to sleep.
Yeah, I just need to take a quick rest, guys.
Yeah, get your short rest in.
At this point,
Alright.
probably only got a good 10 minutes of it.
I'm so curious what those items are. I don't want to touch them, but I'm so
The
curious.
creature's gonna now its turn. It's gonna activate its ability. Goji, I need a con save at disadvantage.
15.
That fails. You take only 30 points of damage. This is just straight damage. There's no immunity to it, as it sucks your 30 health points out. And you feel yourself slowly being stuck into the ground deeper, and you like your toes are being torn apart. The rest of you start to notice there's a small piece of Goji starting to appear on the wall.
Oh, not again.
And that's its first ability. It's going to do the same thing again, as it's not in a good shape. So Goji, I need another con save at disadvantage. Yes.
All right, but now I want to ask, as a reaction, could I start increasing my body temperature to above 300 degrees?
On your turn, yeah.
Okay.
18 still fails. You take 90 points of damage as it heals back up. Creature still being at half health, that ends its turn, as it's still spitting up blood, and it doesn't have enough time to do a bite on you lot. Bastion, you're up.
Stabby, stabby.
All right. Advantage rolls. Kick his ass.
Let's see what you got.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 does not hit.
21.
21 does hit. Just barely.
Oh,
yeah.
we're scaling.
You're slowly bringing its AC down.
9 magical piercing,
Okay.
10 cold, plus another 3 magical piercing
Okay.
for brutal strike.
Alright.
I'm glad I had advantage. I rolled a nat 1 on one of those. 23.
23 hits.
Okay. That's 11 piercing and 9 cold.
Okay.
That's 3.
Yep. That is, no, yeah, there you go. Yeah, 3.
24.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. 10 piercing and 6 cold.
Alright. As you can... oh, go ahead.
I was about to ask how it looked.
Yeah, as you continue to stab into this creature, it's starting to spew more of this orangish blood onto the ground that you see is reacting, causing it to grow and change and create malformed little creatures into the dirt. But it's seeming to start bleeding. You're cutting into it.
Does any of the blood hit the corpses on the wall?
Nope. It just seems to drip down.
Good thing I have 2-weapon fighting for a bonus action hit.
Alright.
Damn, 29.
Just fucking yeah, that hits. Jesus. I'm stealing your
9
dice.
piercing, 6 cold.
I'm stealing his dice after this. As you slash into the creature once again, you start to notice the ice is starting to cover up the wounds and absorb it into the blood. It starts to turn into little ice golems that seem to pop off and walk away. As you do so, Bastion violently attacking it left and right. I assume that ends your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Goji.
Goji. All right. Would that, for me, increasing my body temperature to beyond 300 degrees, would that count as a bonus action, action,
That's a free action. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
All right. You start to heat up, causing steam. Tictric, you look on helplessly as you watch the lizard in front of you starts to glow and feel that heat starting to kind of, rub off on you a little bit. Goji, the stone does not melt around your feet. It seems to still be stuck there. You actually are feeling your feet still just being torn apart.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull myself out.
All right, give me a strength saving throw.
Big number, big
Are you
number.
kidding?
Ouch.
You spun on every number, and then you hit that.
Plus 11.
Yeah, you go to pull it on your feet, and they do not budge whatsoever.
Oh. You have a second action. You could try again.
I'm gonna try again because I can't stay in this much longer, man.
You're not wrong about that.
17.
You pull your leg out. It does not. As you pull out, you start to feel that your foot is disconnecting from your ankle.
Not again.
You get a feeling if you pull any harder, or it's gonna pop off.
Look, better than death, right?
At this point, we could just heal. You can
All
heal.
right.
Wait, I grow back, or I gain back 10 HP because I regenerate.
Yeah. Goji, as you pull your, if you choose to pull the leg out with that roll, you feel as your feet tear off. You will be knocked prone as you can't stand. But,
Yo, Goji, power move. Go prone and then crawl between Bastion's legs, start stabbing the enemy.
Yeah, you technically
Power
could.
move.
I'll do it, and we can just heal my feet later.
All right, as you pull it out, you watch with horror, Tictric, as you see this lizard tear, and the flesh seems to rip and tear off of it as he pulls his feet out, allowing himself to fall, and it starts to bleed as he starts to just crawl over underneath.
This is a great movie, guys.
Bastion.
Someone
Donka
give me some
feels the
popcorn.
same, don't
I
worry.
just look down and go, "What the fuck?"
You see his Goji like dagger
ground
ground,
Goji.
pulling him forward.
He's torn off his limbs again.
Here we see the rare ground Goji.
Alright, Goji, as you crawl
That's
through his
still
legs, the strength save would have counted as an action, just as a heads up, so.
Okay,
The
so
crawl
I'm
is
assuming I
moving.
don't have any more actions left because I only have 2.
If you have 2 actions, you have 1 action left. If you and you use your movement as far as it goes to crawl forward.
Okay, I am going to bonus action. If I'm close enough, I'm gonna bonus action Hungry Jaws it. I'm gonna bite it.
All right. Is that an attack or a save?
It is an attack.
All right, let's see what you
You are
got.
flanking with Sieko.
Yeah, you got
It's like
advantage.
a lot of people.
Okay, cool. It's gonna be a 25.
All right, as you bite into it, roll me 2d100s.
This is not magical, but okay.
Nope, but the creature is, and so is its blood.
Survive somehow.
94 and 75.
94,
169.
the special table, and 75. Shit. Oh, fuck me. That fucks me more than you. Oh, no.
Ooh.
That's good. Probably.
Goji,
I'm
alright, we're gonna have to talk after session.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No.
Goji changes colors again and is bright
Bro,
orange.
stop changing colors.
I am a chameleon. I'm
but
what
roll,
color now?
feel free, bright orange. Feel free to roll your damage for the bite.
Alright, cool. That is a bonus action damage, or bonus action hit of 14. Now for my second action, I'm gonna bite him again.
Okay, you
Well,
watch
how
as
much damage
Goji
did you
bites
do?
the leg of this creature as it digs in. Goji just sees his teeth bite down. The rest of you who are watching, including Tictric, see as the creature just is eviscerated as teeth start coming out of the walls and tearing at the creature left and right as it's just torn apart, exploding out in a bunch of blood.
Oh.
The creature
I
drops
have never
dead.
looked so happy looking at Goji.
It
Did Goji
drops to
steal
the
its
ground,
powers?
and there's what little bits of viscera are left that fall onto the ground seem to cause the dirt to turn into little golems and walk away.
I want to pick one up, please.
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand check as you
Oh, I'm good at those.
Goji roars
Aren't you
loudly.
paralyzed?
Well,
The
okay,
breath
could
would
I
end
be on-
immediately.
Yeah.
Uh,
30.
Yeah, you grab one. You scoop up a little dirt golem.
Hello, little guy.
It just seems to just kind of stop and kind of stays in your hands, almost as if waiting orders.
Oh, sick.
But as you do, you watch as the viscera kind of falling to the ground onto Goji's face. The loot drops out of its bowels, covered in viscera. You see 36 plus 1 bolts, a potion of red lyrium in liquid form, a few spell scrolls, and 2 swords that seem to pop down with strange markings on them.
Are we keeping the tradition of I'm ponying all the scrolls
Sure.
Also, let me add that.
that I've been doing up to this point? All right,
Let me add that.
time to hand out a bunch of scrolls.
As you exit combat, Daka, you suddenly find yourself awakening in the cave again. You are now at full HP. The rest, Goji, you are also back at full HP suddenly. Yeah. As you lot now, as Daka, I assume, would go rejoin his party, or are you going to try and grab that dagger and scroll again? Did Daka leave?
I will not be leaving these items.
Okay. Alright, give me another con save.
Does a 23 save?
Finally!
Yes!
You pick up the +2 dagger.
Nice!
And, let me find the thing. And
It
a
was worth
scroll of Wall of Thorns.
There you go.
It was
Not
worth it.
God damn it!
What was it?
There you go.
Yep.
You also see that your orb suddenly reappears in your pocket.
Nice. How about the egg? Where is it?
Nowhere to be seen.
I need to find that egg. It's my egg. I worked hard for it. By the way, Seko, I'm going to be giving you the scroll anyway, so you can add it.
Okay.
How's the walls looking after the thingy dies?
You watch as each of the creatures or each of the beings that are left, which are, in my count, 15, that are left, seem to still be growing red lyrium crystals out of their mouths.
We can farm it, but I need to find my egg. Where's my egg?
That is.
Time to pull out the old bloodhound nose.
You know.
Actually, did I even enter the cave with it? I know it was like large. Did it like flatten with
No,
it?
he's talking about your egg in your body.
Yeah, it came with you.
Gotcha. By the way, am I still flat?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Let me just I'm gonna put my thumb to my mouth and go blow into it like to inflate myself again.
Oh, that actually reminds me, because he had your thing on him still. I have to roll for that. Okay. All right. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's something
Is shit happening?
worse. Nothing. All right. As you start looking about, sorry, what were you looking for, Daka?
Before I continue looking for the egg, I'd like to re-inflate myself by blowing air into my thumb.
You realize that you won't be able to get back out of the room, because of the small crack that you had to skinnyify yourself.
Oh, well, can I at least look for my egg in here before I leave then?
Yeah, give me a perception check. With advantage, because it's a single room.
That'll be a 20.
As you look about, it's just solid stone all around you. There's nothing here other than the two as you look at them now, you realize these are dragon flesh golems.
Mr. Dragonflesh Golems, where are me egg at?
No response.
Did the bounty say what portion of the creature or what was needed to prove it?
It did not.
Can I take the creature's head if it's still there?
There's not any sort of portion of its body that's recognizable at this point. After what you just watched of those teeth kind of coming out of the walls and eviscerating it, there are some guts, there's some blood, and there's some meat. There's also bones. Bastion, with your understanding of basic magic, you get the sense that anybody who'd put a bounty out on a monster like this would be able to use Identify to tell what it was when you showed up.
I think bone.
Oh, yeah,
probably good.
I'll grab some of the bones of it.
Okay. How many are you looking for? Just enough to prove?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, just add a bone of a homunculus flesh golem to your...
If no one minds, can I take the potion of red lyrium?
Yeah, I have no problem. Oh, I have no problem with that. Anyone else?
Nope, that's fine.
Magical orb, can you take me to my dragon egg? My drake egg?
Now, can I carefully try and pry one of these crystals out of here?
Daka suddenly appears right behind Goji.
Okay.
And Tiktrick, yeah, you can try. You get the sense there's still magic coming off of them, so it doesn't seem like the spells have deactivated.
Where's my dragon egg?
As you look about now at this weird Daka at this scene, you recognize the hallway suddenly that you were in moments ago as a head.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? I had this crazy dream.
Could I investigate these crystals closer?
Yeah. What are you Well, before you roll, what are you trying to gather for information?
I don't know if there's like... And I don't really know. Just the general gist of what they are. If I've seen them before or read about what they, from what has happened. If I just know anything general about them.
Oh, that's a history check then in that situation.
All right. Wow. 13.
You have no idea.
All right, cool.
Can I use detect magic to see if it is a school of magic or if it's just?
Yeah. As you cast detect magic, the crystals themselves seem to be pure magic themselves. No specific school. It just seems to be, in a sense, like how wild magic works. You just sense all magic schools coming off of it.
Now, do we risk me testing the gun on it?
I'd like to be out of the room first before you do so.
Where's my dragon egg? My drake egg.
What?
I keep saying
I don't
one
know.
thing.
Yeah, you don't know.
Dim, can I go check like further back to see if there's anything going on back there?
Yeah, as you turn around and as Daka continues looking about for his egg, staring at Goji, looking at him, trying to figure out why he teleported on top of Goji and next to Bastion. Daka doing full inspections, just kind of looking you both up and down, so not finding anything. Sieko, as you at the back, you notice the cave, the end of the cave is not very thick due to your tremor sense. It seems to be fragile, or a rock that seems to be kind of moved over and seems to be a very thin rock. You get the sense you could probably punch through it if you had to, or you could very easily move it.
Well, basically, I just cast a spell and nothing happened. I'm assuming the wild magic thing is gone. That was fucking with me. So I can just mold earth it. I mean...
Alright. As you mold earth, the rock slowly falls into the ground and disappears.
Actually, damn, I remember
Yes.
Sieko's mama, the red dragon, they had a staff with a red gem on it.
Correct.
Is it similar to these?
Nope.
Okay.
That is something very different.
I really thought you were about
Just
to... I was gonna be like, please don't.
Can
Call mama?
I check the floor, DM?
Oh, say your name, yeah.
Flattened like I was.
Yeah. Are you gonna try and go back to the cave you were in?
Well, I mean, I assume if the orb teleported me here after me asking it to bring me to the egg, it's around here, right?
That's
That
a
makes
that's
sense.
a safe assumption. Yeah.
So, I assume it probably got flattened as well.
All right. Yeah. Give me a perception check. As you look about, you don't find any egg. It's just Goji as he kind of tries to stand up and still has his feet missing.
Goji,
Can I
where's
reach
my
down
egg?
to where his feet were?
You
The
have
hole
an egg?
sealed up as soon as his legs came out of it. Yeah.
Goji,
They're
where's
gone,
my
Goji.
egg?
Goji, listen, come closer. Goji, listen. Where's my fucking egg?
and I get closer to you. You had an egg.
You had an egg that fucked.
This is weird. I'm going to where Seko is.
The two are like whispering into each other's ears while you guys are watching this.
Where's my
Gertie,
egg?
what do you
Goji?
think of this? As
The
I
orb
look at my
brought me
golem?
here. Goji, where's the egg?
Well, I wouldn't know where your egg is. I didn't even know you had an egg. I thought you were male.
The egg is the size of my chest. You know, like a 3-foot. Like it was a very big egg. It came from a drake that was like 5 stories tall.
You know Goji doesn't pay attention.
Goji, listen.
I didn't stick my egg.
Goji, I need this egg. If you don't know where it is,
I
I
have
need you
the
to help me
bone,
find
and
it.
I am just like already on my way out of the cave.
Yeah, as you go exit, passing Tiktrick as Tiktrick's talking to his little golem, who's like scratching its head, not really know, and like kind of tilting it and looking at him. Sieko, as you go further into the cave, you find it opens up to a massive mine where you see what looks to have once been a small mining settlement. There are bodies all over the walls that are screaming in pain, covered in these red rocks. Like full bodies of armor basically covered in rocks as they're grafted into the walls.
I follow Seko into the room.
Okay. I guess this is the mine they were gonna give us if we killed the creature.
As Tiktrick comes rounding the corner, and with your true sight, true seeing, you notice these people are still breathing and alive. But they look to be in utter pain as the crystals are feeding off of them.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
They seem to glow every few seconds, almost as if like to a heartbeat's rhythm, and grow
Hold on,
slightly.
is that morality I sense coming from Tiktrick? What the fuck?
It just doesn't look very good.
Echo looks at Tigger, looks back, is like, well, they clearly lost a fight. They deserve it. As he kind of walks back out.
What else is in here besides all the screaming bodies and gems?
Mining equipment, and the signs of battle amongst commoners, amongst a creature much stronger than them. The mine is pretty large, as this central thing seems to go off into different directions, about 3 different other directions deeper underground. And you see a big, in the center, a big, cart with a bunch of crystals around it and a large 3-foot tall stone egg.
Oh, hey.
Now, Goji, I need you to tell me where my egg is.
I'm gonna go look in the gems.
Your egg is.
What was that, Tiktrick?
Look at the gems.
As you walk over, they seem to be crystals of the stuff that's growing out of people right up there.
I'll poke one. Oh no.
Give me a con save.
What did you expect, Grumpy?
This.
I mean,
8.
fair.
You suddenly have the crystal seems to latch onto your finger and starts to grow into it. You lose 14 hit points.
No, I do not. I cannot remove permanent HP from me.
Wait, why?
It's
Because
his
of my
armor.
armor.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You feel it try to feed off of you, and then it seems to
Bad.
drop.
Bad.
Saying bad to
Crystals.
an inanimate crystal. Just bad.
Dirty. Pick it up.
The golem walks over to grab it, and you watch it as soon as it touches it, it dissolves.
No!
What did you think was gonna happen?
I knew that was gonna happen. This is funny.
They do
Why
eat. You get the sense that these things eat both living creatures and magic.
Interesting. I poke it with a non-magical dagger.
As you do so, nothing happens.
Okay. Learning. We're
Sieko,
learning.
As you are heading back up, you see as Daka and Goji are still whispering into each other's ears.
This is a
Where's
weird
the
egg.
Fucking egg.
I don't know where your egg is.
I'm gonna
I'm still
put on Goji's back,
Yeah.
and use the rain to cast regenerate to grow his feet back.
As your feet grow back, Daka, you finally watch as Goji can stand up, so you're not leaning over, like bending onto the ground, whispering into the man's ears.
Yeah, I do want to say it takes 2 minutes to grow the body part back.
Oh, okay. Well,
So it's a
slow.
slow,
Wait,
like
Where?
his like slowly shoots out flesh and slowly knits new feet.
Now,
I will
you,
never get this.
you said it was a stone egg?
Yeah. Look to be made of stone.
Oh, that's not
As
the
you look
egg
it up
Daka's
and down,
looking for,
it's
though.
it's green with a skull and crossbones on it.
It's
Oh.
a very egg.
Where have I seen this before?
It has a skull and crossbones. That can't be a good thing.
Well,
Goji, where's my egg?
Goji arguing back through tears as his feet are in such pain as the flesh is sewing itself together. It's not a comfortable feeling.
you know what?
He does also gain health back. I have to roll that.
Yeah, feel
I'll
free.
try and message again this time and ask again, are you dead? To the stone egg this time. Oh no.
Caleb, you gain 28 health back instantly.
Okay.
And for the next hour, you gain 1 hit point every turn. So every minute you get 10 hit points back.
So
Nice. So I'm getting 11 HP per minute.
yeah, 60 HP in total. For the recovery. As you say, you message again. You hear it go through, or you feel it go through Tickdrick, but it doesn't. Nothing responds.
Not the talkative type. I get it.
All
Hey,
right.
Daka,
What?
Tickdrick comes back around the corner.
Yeah?
there's a giant stone egg in here. It looks like yours.
Say less.
Comes running in, Doc. You see this horrendous all around, but
Oh, don't
there's
mind
your
those.
egg in the center, on top of a bunch of those orange gems.
I just imagine, because he just like dives between my legs because I was too big. So
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm back to medium again.
As
Hey, you can ride on my shoulder now.
I assume Goji and Sieko would head back out with Bastion.
Yes.
Oh, while he's slowly regenerating, I would have picked Goji up and we're just gonna walk out.
Okay.
I've just been walking down the path.
Yeah.
Like I never
gonna-
stopped.
Get my egg back.
All right. How are you gonna grab it? It's in the center of a decent sized mining crate, but it's you definitely feel you could grab it. You just have to do a strength check to see if you could pull it off without touching the gems.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on my stone and hover above it and pick it up.
All right, that's a lot smarter. As you unfasten your shield, you float over it and pick it up off the thing. You watch as some of the gems kind of latch onto it for a moment and then fall onto the ground, turning a strange bluish color and then almost to a gray until they crack and break.
Good egg.
You know what?
Good,
Can I try
very
and
good.
find some cloth from, I don't know, some random dead body from the battles or whatever? And
You could try. There are corpses up above that had been blown up. They did have like shirts and such, no trousers or anything, but that's because they were covered already at that point.
yeah, I'm just trying to get some cloth to just put it around a gem and
Okay.
see if that will protect me or not.
As you do, you start to feel some like you come back around, wrapping it around your hand at first, trying to create something to just block your hand, trying to pick it up. As you pick one of the crystals up, you feel it starts to burn through through the cloth and tries to attach itself to you again.
Dang it.
You're gonna need to get some like tongs and grab it with those.
Yeah, or stone or some shit.
It
I'm
is in the
trying-
cart. This cart, as you look at the mine cart, it's not magical. It's just a mining cart.
Yeah. It's just nothing organic.
Hey, if you want, I could probably pick up the cart.
Yo. It's
The
Yoko.
cart weighs 1,000 pounds with all the stones in it.
You can lift that.
Wait, let me check. I can lift 1,740. I can.
How much equipment are you wearing though?
870. Someone has to carry 100 pounds of my stuff, but I can do it.
Or you have to empty out some of the gems.
Or, we can have multiple people carry the card.
Well, Bastion's
Well, I'm
already
carrying
walking
it.
down the road. Daka doesn't seem interested, and Goji doesn't have feet.
Yet.
Well, I'll help my buddy Sieko, because Sieko's a good friend of mine.
All right, we're having the weight. We're both getting one side.
All right. And you're just gonna have your egg float on the shield, I assume.
Of course.
Okay. All right. As both of you go back, or as Sieko comes back down after a few minutes, you lot go to grab him. He comes saying Goji down. You go down and grab the cart, picking it up. You start walking out. You come to the cave entrance, realize that it's 10 feet tall, and you can't stick both of you through it without basically putting the cart down.
You
to
can carry it,
Yeah, no,
that
I
long
understand.
ways.
No, I'm saying you can't carry it above your head, and if you start lowering it, the crystals start to move in towards you.
I was say,
Okay.
if we put it down for a second, I could just molder the tunnel more open.
That's true. We could also tie a rope to it and pull it.
It's also true.
Or just push it because carts do have wheels.
Oh yeah, but he said it was if
It's
the
too
crystal
tall
getting
if
closer
you
to
as
us-
are holding it above your head is what I'm saying, and to lift it I mean that's true. If you do, depending on if you're pushing it, you're gonna have to basically get really low to push it. So, alright.
Yeah. And if Seiko takes up like most of like the size, like I don't know if I'll be able to push it
No,
with him.
it'll just be Sieku who has
You
to
can
push
pull.
it. Yeah.
You know.
We had half because of there's no hand holding to do it. It's not a easy object. Are you
I mean,
gonna
I'm
do
sure
the
the push with wheels would be easier for Seiko to do.
Are you gonna do the mold earth, Sieko, or are you guys gonna do it the push pull? Because I want to confirm here.
We can just push pull.
Okay. Who's pushing? Who's pulling? It does matter.
Doc, I will let you pick your side.
I'll pull.
Okay. All right. Daka, I want strength at disadvantage because you're going to be trying to avoid the crystals getting close to you, I assume. And Sieko, just a strength check.
Wait, can I bat the
19.
crystals away from Daka as they try to get close to him?
No, you'd be in his way of pulling. There's not enough room. You'd have to stand basically on the cart to get comfortable. Between the two of you, you managed to pull the cart out. Bastion is now halfway down the road, but Goji is sitting outside, kind of waiting, as he can't really go anywhere else since his feet are still growing. All right. As you lot kind of spend I assume you're just going to spend your time here while you let Goji finish up and then catch up with Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you lot finish up waiting for Goji to heal, eventually his feet regrowing, and finally being able to walk, you lot start to hurriedly catch up to Bastion. Bastion, you don't have any direction as you've never been to these lands. Where are you going?
I just walk for a while and then set up camp.
Oh, okay. As you head south, as you come out of the cave, looking about, you see that there's plenty. There's a river down south. River means fish and food and less people usually. Yes.
Also, I fixed my thing. I had a bunch of items that were in my bag of the dreadnought. I can totally lift this thing alone.
As you readjust and start pushing, you lot eventually catch up to Bastion, who's sitting in set up a small little camp. You see a town about roughly a day's way march south, and you lot start to kind of set up with the sun coming down.
Yeah. So can I tell that the thing that making me smaller is a curse?
Yes.
Seiko, do you mind removing the curse that's on me that made me small?
I'll do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
As Sieko starts to sit down and cast, you all begin to relax, rest, recuperate. A few minutes go by and the crystals start to react slightly. You see as the plants around you all start to wither and die.
Whoops.
It's like everything, huh?
And then they seem to come back to life and turn a reddish color for their roots and stalks, as well as their leaves start to turn a blood red.
That's probably not good.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
Bad
No.
plants.
But as you lot set up camp, are you going to do anything before resting? And what's the watch?
I mean, most of us don't sleep.
Well, time to put down my tower. Good night, everyone.
As Jidaka opens up his tower, it pops up and he walks in, closes the door. You hear... yes.
Is this area like heavily forested? Is it like?
It's mostly caverns, chasms, a lot of stone. But there are a lot of hardy plants that grow in the ground. Grass, ghost grass, trees that are, withering but still thriving as their roots are pulled out slowly.
Is there like a big flat area?
I mean, yeah, somewhat. It's not perfectly flat, but yeah.
I'm gonna go set up. I have an instant thing to set up that I can sleep in. Don't worry.
Oh my god, are you really gonna
Going
sleep
to,
with that
like,
thing?
Set up against a tree.
Seriously?
Hey,
Shut down.
hey, Doc,
Okay.
power move. You want to see I go instant a warship and he's gonna go sleep in it?
Nice.
All right. Sieko
What am I
climbs onto his
surrounded by?
ship, passes out. A few moments go by, Tiktrick and Bastion Goji, as you're sitting out there around a small fire, and you hear as some people come approaching with the passive perception you have. They're not hiding their presence. There's three very tanned, white-haired, somewhat elvish features, although they're a little bit shorter, but very thin and lean, with leather armor and bows, come walking over, wearing with gnarled bows. They come walking up to your camp and go, "Are you lot adventurers or just threats?"
Adventurers.
Adventures.
God, you speak common. Oh, thank God, I didn't want to be eaten.
Who are you?
I'm just a guard for the town about a few hours south of here. They saw the instant fortress, and then we kind of headed this way. We also sense magic being eaten from the ground. So, are you lot here hunting creatures, or is that
just
red
did.
lyrium?
Maybe.
He kind of backs away, and the rest of them also
Yeah,
start
be
to back
careful.
away.
It's not very healthy.
Yeah, are you to collect a bounty on that horse creature, the flesh golem?
Yep.
I assume you killed it?
Yeah, Bastion. You got those bones?
Yeah, give him the bone.
He looks over at Bastion and goes, "You just have a fiend just sitting." Oh, okay, and he takes the
It's
bow.
rude. Okay, just say that.
It's also rude to kill people innocently and force them into deals, but fiends still do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's done that.
Yeah.
Who's out there? What
It's some
monster?
random guards.
Tell the telemarketers to go away.
He looks at Tick-Tick and goes, "Is that a monster?"
I'm gonna come outside at the shouting.
The guard looks up and goes, you see him cast Identify on the thing, and he goes, here, and he kind of hands you a piece of paper, Tick-Trick, that's rolled
Okay.
up, and he goes, that's the bounty, please don't come into town, I really don't
You have the
want-"
bone back?
You don't
Yes,
want me in
and
town?
he hands you the bone, he goes, "It's all
Okay.
yours."
I hand it back to Bastion.
I'm gonna come out in like a Mr. Rogers like red sweater and khakis, be like
In coffee?
shake my head. Yes, and just shake my head. This neighborhood's going to shit.
He looks over and goes, "What the?" You can hear in his head, Bastion. He's freaking out, completely terrified, and
What's
trying
your
to
name?
put on a brave face. He kind of looks at you for a minute and smiles and goes, "I'm Karak."
Karak. Nice to meet you, Karak. And I reach out to shake his hand.
True name, we got him, boys.
What? Should I be concerned?
No.
No.
Okay.
He hears in his head, yes.
Oh, God.
He pulls his bow out and starts looking about.
Oh.
Who is that? Who's?
Are you okay, sir? Are you sure you're not hearing things?
I heard a voice in my head.
Let me
You should probably see a
invite
doctor
you
about that.
inside for some tea. Come here.
No.
Come here.
He kind of starts back. Enjoy your bounty. The mine is, and he points back. If you found the creature's home, that entire square footage, that's the mine. It's all yours. Good luck. Thank you. Who do I report as the group who slayed it?
The Monsters 5.
That works. And he turns and starts walking. And he suddenly
Bye,
stops.
Karak.
And he goes, "Monsters 5. Oh fuck! I just gave my name to the Monsters 5." As he looks along, one of the other
Hi,
guys just looks at him. And
Hi,
goes-
Karak.
The other guard
I
looks at him
just
and starts snickering.
I want a message into his head. We'll meet again.
Oh.
He kind of jumps, you see, and goes, "Where the fuck are these voices coming
I'll
from?"
message him as well. It was lovely meeting you.
I can't speak in your head, but nice to meet you.
What? You hear him shout, and he starts running.
Oh, look at him go.
Moments later, he's
I'll read the
gone.
scroll.
As you open the scroll, it's a complete deed for the mining operations north of this town. It doesn't mention the name of the town in common; it's in Elvish, but
God damn it.
it mentions a mine far to the north, right on the Drow border. And as you guys only saw that mine, you assume pretty collectively that that's the one.
All right.
How convenient that he had the date on him. Do all the gods have those?
I have what?
The deed to the mines?
Oh, I don't know. I hope this is the only one.
Goji roars that out, and more. You see the guy pick up speed.
Can I estimate how fast he's running?
He'd give you a run for your money, Tick if you weren't if you didn't use all your bonus stuff. You're pretty sure this guy's got a good amount of speed to him.
Look at him go.
You need a ride?
He's gone.
I don't know
You
why
know,
he ran away so fast.
Well, I could use a courier.
As the sun is kind of setting, you lot kind of sitting and relaxing. I assume going back to your rooms. Sieko heading back into his ship. Daka going.
I'm
into his
going to
tower.
watch the crystals and the grass over
Okay.
the night.
Since I don't have to sleep, if anything happens, I have the cannons ready.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And Goji, are you just gonna pass out, or are you gonna also try and stay up throughout the night?
Goji is going to go sleepy.
Okay. Goji
Would
pulls
you
out
like
a little.
even more? I'm not using the bed.
Goji will take the bed.
Are you just standing at the helm, just ready?
I'm standing out at one of the cannons.
It's a flex. It's a flex on Daka. All right.
You should be of adamantite, by the way.
Yeah, Goji, as you head in, you find
Wait, what'd you say?
the
Give me some of it.
you head into the ship, the captain's quarters, and take over one of the bed or the big bed. It's quite comfortable, and you've managed to pass out almost immediately, getting a long rest.
Oh wow.
Bastion, what about you? Are you just gonna go sit there in sentry mode?
Yeah, sentry mode deactivate.
Okay. As you lot spend the night, everything quietly goes on. Come morning, Tiktrick and Sieko, you see as a blue dragonborn is off in the distance walking towards you, and that's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you all for
Rylos,
watching.
I have to speak to you.
We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on the next one. Probably another hunting mission, I'd imagine.
The moment you said Blue Dragonborn, I was really tempted to just yell, "Fire the cannon!"